Hello everyone, welcome on in and happy Monday, if that's a paradox for you, if anything. I hope everyone has had a great Monday so far. And yeah, seems that people have been having fun in the chat. Yay! We are back here again with the second episode of Rails of Mourning, the Pulp Noir Eberron campaign that in the first session turned more, I don't know, cosmic horror than actual, Pulp Noir, but it's the general vibe that counts. The music you're hopefully hearing right now is by Sirenscape, which will also be providing the sound effects for the game. And I realized why things didn't really work out when I was setting up OBS earlier. Fix that. The map overlay and starting soon screen were made by me in Incarnate. The beautiful character portraits that we have were made by Nat, who you can find there. Hopefully I pointed in the right direction. I don't know which way the chat goes compared to my camera. And I lost track of my spiel. Yes, if you want to know what you can do to help or hinder the party, you can type in !perks in the chat, like Vitz just did. Last time, Bastion was given a hero point. Hero point you can use to either succeed, well, not either, but you can succeed on a roll, not get a natural 20, but a success on a roll. You can stabilize someone who is on death saves, or you can petition the DM for shenanigans, which is the most popular way to use a hero point. There was something else I was
So we can't buy Nat. He's not for sale.
That is not for me to decide.
There is a Nat 20 token for it, yes.
That is entirely up to Nat to decide.
Really depends on how I'm feeling.
Basically, Nat, you just got pimped, so...
I won't tell my girlfriend that.
I mean, if that is what you want to do with your time,
Dude,
I'm not here
hilarious.
to judge. So, in the interest of... in the interest of not getting too sidetracked...
You're gonna be lucky.
Let's go around the table and introduce everyone. And let's start with... Jason, who are you and who are you playing? Jason?
Hello, I'm Jason.
Oh, Discord froze.
Okay. Hello, I am Jason. I am playing Bastion, the Noir fighter detective. Who just wants coffee.
Psycole.
Hi, I'm Psycole. I am playing Remus, the Kalashtar barbarian, who is just trying to work out whether or not he wants to speak with his mind or his mouth most of the time.
That could get confusing if you try to do both.
Technically, he could, right?
Yeah, he could. I'll let you work that how that would work. Nat.
Hello, I am Nathan. I am playing Romulus Deldor, the Kalashtar Hexblade Warlock, and twin brother to Remus.
And Bits.
Hello, I am Vitskugga, and I am playing Valeriel, the Mark of the Shadow Elf eloquence bard, who just got dumped into a swamp last session.
I will
And,
never stop thinking that was funny.
Yes. She will get her revenge. Simply by just hugging ghosts and making sure they don't fight.
I mean, true. And hi, I am Ardana, or Joe, or Oi, you there, though Lilith isn't here right now. I am the GM and channel runner around these parts, and placeholder token has been replaced by actual cool image, also made by Nat.
I did a thing, guys.
It's amazing. I love it. It's so
Thank you,
cool.
Thank you. I'm glad you do. It's brilliant.
So, anyone want to give us a recap of what happened last time?
So last time we met with. I'm scrolling through my notes. What was his name? Darius. We met with the guy,
Derek.
who sat us on our journey of attempting to create a new rail line that effectively runs from east to west across this continent. With our first port of call being where we currently are. Where is it? In the swamp.
Yes.
This tower in the swamp that we need to basically clear out as the first port of call on this journey, and we're going to effectively spend most of our time continuing to travel, communicating back to Derek the location of the route that we're going with. We've got to try to stay relatively close to this straight line, although there is a couple of opportunities to link up with other cities and towns en route that we've been asked to kind of do, including Val being given an opportunity to make extra money if she finds a way to link Metro to the line in some way, shape or form. And that was broadly what we got. We got a load of bits and pieces from Teresa, the orc, who was acts as in the general store. Picked up a few bits and pieces, including a decanter of endless water, the sending stones, and a few other items and equipment, including a gun for Val, I believe. And then we went for a wander in the swamp. And whilst we were in the swamp, we started to discuss each other and work out how we all kind of got together and how we might know each other. But my character quickly put a stop to that when we realised that the swamp was creepy and it would probably not be a good idea to be talking in the middle of it. After a while, we set up camp. And whilst we were camping, I think that was when the ghosts of previous battles that took place in the swamps turned up. And we didn't interact with them, but we kind of watched what was going on, learned a little bit more about the history of this area and the type of fights that were here. And then we had a brief conflab, and Remus rather weirdly stood watching Bastian sleeping to make sure he could dream. We then moved on the next morning and arrived at this tower, or ruin even, and came narrowly close to having to fight a series of ghostly apparitions that were previous occupants and defenders of this ruin from the Daukir when they first were here many years ago, and we managed to successfully talk them down. First of all, by Remus screaming psychically into one of the ghosts' head, and then Val taking over to effectively talk them down, which included a brief moment where she needed to stand on Remus's shoulders to see the upper floors to understand what happened previously in this location. And just as we finished, or just as all of that finished and we've managed to talk the ghosts down, we heard a voice come out from somewhere, bemoaning the fact that we have taken away its playthings. And I think that's where we finished.
Yeah, sounds about right. Give me a moment. You can add a point of inspiration to your sheet.
Thank you.
Okie doke. And while I am stopping myself from being bloody cold, because I don't know why that happened, but you know, poor circulation, I guess. If we are as comfortable as we are going to get, let's get started. So, gonna swap over the music. Standing in the former impressive courtyard of the ruins known as Slug Keep, you are surrounded by fallen soldiers of a war that was fought thousands of years ago. A war that, unknown to these ghosts until roughly 10 minutes ago, they had already won. You hear skittering sounds of rodents and random vermin, and the grating sound of something odd moving across the swampy, murky. Why is the music not going down? Thank you. Swampy and murky area. Brain. I lost. The movements are followed by what could best be described by, or described as, something between the grinding of teeth and the cackling of an old man. The ghosts that you are standing next to seem agitated. One of them lifts what seems like a spectral greatsword, hoisting it as if preparing for battle once again. What would you like to do?
Do we see this
Did anyone?
being?
No, none of you can see this thing yet. You can hear it moving, and you clearly heard a voice that I'm not going to do again because I actually value my vocal folds. But it was a rasping, deep voice.
I just want to make sure with the rest of you. I've been hearing a lot of voices in my head recently. And I pointedly look at the twins. Did anyone else hear that?
You're not the only one.
Oh, I definitely heard it.
Hmm.
So something's coming.
Oh, okay.
Very disconcerting.
So we took away somebody's playthings, and I'll look to the ghost and I go, Are you a plaything?
Decidedly not.
No, these are fallen soldiers. You should go get some rest. Unless you want to help us deal with this thing.
one last scrap before you go into the fold.
You
You're
Get
soldiers
avenged on the
after
one
all.
who's keeping you here.
No. You told us the fighting is done. We won.
Then move on.
We can't.
And we shall free you. And you're more than welcome to help us.
Then find what binds us before this thing finds you.
Do you know what this thing is?
It's an enemy. A foot soldier left behind. We cannot touch it.
Well, we better make sure we sort this out before it finds us.
We can keep it here. Keep it at the keep. But we have been fighting its friends, its minions, its allies. But not this thing itself. But finds what binds us before it finds you. We will keep it here.
Where is this thing that binds you? Is it in this temple? Is it in this castle? Or is it somewhere else?
The apparition tilts its head for a moment, and it's here. It's... You see a shiver going through the image. It's us. No. Was us. Our bones. Valeriel and Bastion, you hear a scraping sound on the other side of this wall, as if nails raking across stone, or claws raking across stone.
I kind of point at the wall.
I kind of... Yeah, and I'll put my hand on little Ariel's shoulder. She doesn't seem the bruiser type, and I kind of push her back towards.
Yeah, she is definitely moving back. Please,
I hold my fist up ready to fight.
please protect the lady, will you?
How sturdy does the wall look?
The wall in front of you, it looks like, I mean, it has withstood thousands of years, but it's been standing in a swamp for thousands of years. From looking at it, you can see that that wall is very close to a tree. So possible that tree roots have disrupted the foundations of it. So maybe a couple of good swings maybe a good run and shove could make it topple, but you're not entirely sure.
And it was this wall, wasn't it? On the map.
This one.
Oh, okay. In that case, as Valerial points at it and Bastion starts moving her back, Remus will say, give me room, and hopefully they'll all move out of the way as he starts charging towards it to put his shoulder at the wall as if he's going to to kind of find a way to push it over.
Well,
Bastion will help. Bastion likes the brutal approach. He just kind of comes up next to him and he starts almost getting into a box
yeah.
Just-
Okay.
stance and he's like, "All right, big guy, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's take the house down."
Nice. Okay.
Shoulder punch.
Yes, for the shoulder charge, please give me an athletics check. And Bastion, are you punching it or are you shoving it?
Shoulder smashing it as well. It kind of jumps and throws his entire force behind it.
Okay. An athletics check from you two then.
Okay. Athletics.
Yes.
Come on.
Remus, with your shoulder charge.
Oh, could I actually give
can I
up
add a
inspiration right
superior-
away?
I was going to ask if I could add a superiority die,
I mean, if you want to.
but if you want to give me add
Yeah, I wanna. I'm
inspiration instead, that's like a
basically-
D6, right?
as he's kind of taking me backwards, I kind of just pat him on the shoulder before he runs in and says, "You can do this." And you probably feel like there's some power to your words because you feel sort of strengthened or more focused.
Yep, absolutely. I mean,
I'm going to add a superiority die.
okay.
I swear to God, if you give me number one.
Mhm.
Come on!
I mean, it pushed you over what you needed. So, Remus, with
14,
your
16. Yeah.
you needed a 15 to get through that wall. But yeah, Remus, as you charge forward, your shoulder making contact with the rocks, you feel pain radiating up your shoulder. Not enough to cause actual, permanent damage, but you feel that that's going to leave a nasty bruise. You also notice that the wall starts to topple a little bit, and then Bastion comes in and does something similar, jumping up and crashing into it, and your powers combine, you manage to make the wall fall over, which means I need to remove that bit of the wall.
I'm very sorry, I just need to quickly make a phone call. I've got some missed calls from my parents.
I need to...
Does that mean I take 2 damage and Remus takes 1?
No, neither of you take damage. You're just gonna be a little bit
Okay.
sore and have movement issues. But I'm trying to figure out how to remove a section of wall.
You get into the dark level, the
The
That vision
lighting
level?
Yeah.
map. Yeah,
lighting layer, and just remove that part.
select
of
and
the wall.
delete.
Yeah, I was hoping I wouldn't have to do the whole thing, but I have to do the whole thing because I drew the whole thing.
I made a whole section around the whole thing.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna redraw it because that's the thing I can do. Okay, so we're gonna draw a wall, and
What the fuck?
what is this thing?
The fucking boo.
I drew a line, but sure, let's. I'm gonna fix this, and then I'm going to describe what you see. So that is a pen line. We're gonna draw a wall. Hello, Rhino, while I'm drawing a wall. There we go.
You can do it.
We have a wall. On the
Yay!
Let me quickly do this. Well, it manages to jump out of the way of the falling rubble. And in front of you, you see a insect-looking creature with 6 arms and a bunch of shrimp-looking legs coming down its abdomen all the way down to surprisingly short humanoid-ish kind of looking legs. Its face looks weird and elongated, and the creature has comparatively small black beady eyes, and its wide grin has way too many sharp teeth. And it's just, oh, that's smart, that's cool, that's annoying. You took away my hidey spot. No, 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 don't do that.
Oh, now that's a face even a mother would not love.
Valeria says,
And
you know, I don't even think its mother would love itself for giving birth to that thing. And I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay, nice. That is a wisdom save. Which it fails.
Okay. So
Nice.
2 psychic damage and
I'll
disadvantage on
look
its next
back.
attack.
yeah, I'll look back to those two and I'm like, I can punch that. Yes.
Would I know what this thing is?
Uh,
Since I've been rolling pretty well on the war and stuff.
Given its pretty obvious aberrant nature, you're pretty damn sure that this is some form of aberration. And with your mockery, it turns to look at you, blinks a little bit out of sync, and you realize that whatever you tried to do, it did nothing.
Oh boy.
It's immune to psychic damage then.
And also, with your really good rolls pertaining to the war, you have a sense that this was one of the foot soldiers, affectionately known as a mangler.
And they should not exist here anymore, shouldn't they?
No, they should not. This is a remnant. Might have escaped. Probably a spawn of something that escaped the purging of Delkir.
We need to kill that. And anything else that looks similar to it.
Agreed.
That's a Delkir. It's a Mangler.
I'll mangle his face, and I turn around and just dive him on good.
Okay. Everyone please roll initiative.
Nat 1 on the initiative. No, nat 20, I mean.
Yeah, Romulus.
Nat one.
Nat 1.
Nat 20 got a nat 1.
For now,
First roll of the day.
Remus
See?
is going to.
See, he got pimped. Because now I own a nat 20.
Bastian. I think his camera might be
It's
frozen.
coming.
There we go. And for now, we're gonna wait for Psycole. So we're gonna keep his character somewhere over here. All right. Also helps if I put the turnout order out so everyone can see it. Ta-da! Yes, Valeriel. You cast Vicious Mockery on this thing, and it seemed to have just blinked away any potential damage. I will say that it looks a little bit disorientated still. So even though it didn't take the
it's just
damage,
not hurting, but it's still getting this side effect.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just say, oh, and by the way, if you have anything that affects its mind by hurting it, it probably won't work. And I will just put my hands, like I would go down and put down my hands on my hips and just bring out 2 pepperbox pistols.
Yep.
And I am gonna shoot.
Okay.
That did not go as planned.
Nope. It doesn't even sidestep. It just, like, you know how a centipede moves. It's like, yep.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Okay. So yeah. You have a bonus action movement if you want it.
I'll just use my bonus action to say, "Come on, detective. I know you can handle that thing," and I'll give him some bardic inspiration as well.
Okay. Then it's the Magler's turn, and it looks from you and just.
Oh, also I'm gonna just move around to here as well. Take cover.
Okay. It looks where the shot came from and just, that won't work. No, it won't. Now, detective, was it? Please dodge. And it's going to make 2 claw attacks on you. First one, second one.
The first one's at a disadvantage, but it doesn't matter.
That is true.
And the second one also hits. So, yeah.
And well,
It doesn't have advantage.
it does not. So you take 12 slashing as the two upper arms just go down on your shoulders. Ah, told you to dodge.
I don't dodge. I stand here and look gloomy.
Gloomy, yes. Loomy, no. I loom. And it's your turn, Bastian.
Yes. Let me check. I'm still looking at what I've got. Okay. Cool. I'll keep that in mind. I don't think I have anything that lets me attack with a bonus action. So I will just punch.
Okay. That's a hit.
A 16 hit.
Yep.
7 bludgeoning.
Nice.
My fist meets his face.
Nice. You hear a odd sound. It's not the crunching of bones or teeth or anything like that. It's more of a squidgy sound.
Carapace. Crushing of carapace.
Yep. But you can see you clearly made a dent in its face. And it's just like, I hurt.
Kind of nod and go, it was supposed to.
Mission accomplished, son. Okay, so I'm saying that Remus is holding an action. If anyone gets too close to either Romulus or Valeriel or this thing, he's gonna go bonk. But other than that, I won't do anything until Psycole gets back. Anything else you want to do in your turn, Bastian?
I don't think I can punch with a bonus action, can I? I'm not a monk, so...
No. You do have movement, though. And I mean, you are a fighter. Action search.
Alright, yeah, I'll action search her.
If you want.
Why not?
I mean,
I was planning on doing it, actually. So yeah, I'll give him another punch.
Yep.
Kind of dodge to the side, and then go for another.
You still have your bardic inspiration as well?
Oh, joy. What's that, a d6?
Yep.
Fuck's sake, come on.
Why are you rolling shit on my bardic inspiration?
Dice are like,
Because apparently your
that.
bad inspiration sucks.
Yeah, you get a similar reaction as it just almost worms out of the way of the punch.
I don't like that. Can I? That's fine. I'm sure our warlock will kill it in one hit. Got a nat 1, now it's time for a nat 20.
Yeah, I got my nat 1 out of the way, so let's see what I can do. Question mark.
We've moved up the way for you.
Oh, perfect.
You have clean sight.
I do. Okay. So, that case, then I would like to shoot the thing with agonizing blast, if I may.
Go ahead. Go for it. That will hit.
Nice. Okay. Now I'm gonna. Bah.
8 force damage. You have agonizing blast, and do you have anything else fun to add to that, or?
That's.
What of
Yeah, what other incantations do you have?
Invocations.
Invocation, that's one.
Eldritch invocations do you have?
That's
Invocations.
That's a good question. What are they? Agonizing blast. What are they? Cantrips or?
No, so
Invocations affect your spells or your class.
Yeah.
So you should have something in invocations in your features.
I do believe.
Agonizing Blast is one of them, which changed the Eldritch Blast into Agonizing Blast, sort of.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one that really changed, if I remember correctly. I've got I've got Booming Blast.
No. So I think
It's on your features on your main sheet. Like if you go back to core, and then scroll down to your features, you should hopefully see some invocations down there.
I think the other one you have is a Devil's Sight.
Oh yeah, Devil Sight. Yeah, so
Okay.
nothing.
No, yeah, nothing cool affects that.
Yeah, except he can see through magical darkness. Yeah, but no, nothing cool.
I thought it would come in handy. Okay.
It's really good. You could cast
Thank
darkness and still nuke people. Come on.
Okay, so in that case, I'm just gonna kind of move over this way to find some cover, and that's all I really want to do.
Yeah, and you hear it. Oh, well, that really hurt. As Bastion, you see a hole that just got made in this in the carapace of this thing because of the force damage.
By Ichigo when he became a hollow.
Yeah, exactly. Valerial, you're up.
So what about Remus, by the way? Is he fighting as well? Did he fight?
No, Psycole isn't back, so he's basically holding an action in case the Mangler comes close to Valerial or Romulus.
Okay. I will. Do I also see that hole that he made?
Yep. You can see like bits of the carapace, and you realize it's carapace, not just skin, but it just flew off.
Yeah. I will lean over and take aim and shoot again.
Okay.
Behind the wall?
Yeah, leaning around the wall and just.
Yeah.
Like one scene in Wanted.
Basically,
Kinda.
I'm basically on the edge of this. We can say I'm there actually, and I'm just looking around, aiming past
Yep.
Bastion, and then aiming at the hole.
Yep. Dirty 20 will hit.
Nice. 9 piercing damage.
That's a decent chunk of damage.
Yeah,
sadly, I can't
Bastion kind
attack with.
shout out. And yeah, Bastion just kind of shouts out and goes, I moved so you could fucking shoot around me. So you can find a new spot and shoot at me again. So he won't get shot because she was shooting from there, and now she's moved here and she's shooting at him again. So you can just hear these bullets go past him. He's like, "Dear God, woman!"
My aim is not that bad. I know how to handle a gun, and I'll say my bardic inspiration. I think for now. So I'm going to. Wait, is this psychic as well? Oh, either way, I can't do it at the moment. So I'm just gonna. Wait, how is Bastion looking, by the way? Is
I
looking
just took
hurt or?
14 damage earlier, I think. Not 14, 12. 12 damage.
What does it look like? He can take more? How is
Yeah.
he looking? In that case, you will hold
2
on.
really good hits, he'll go down. Two-
She will hold on.
Hits the same, it won't.
She'll hold on
Okay.
with the
Yep.
the healing word for now.
All right. Oh, I have an itch in my face. That is very annoying. Gonna boost that a little bit. Then it's the Magler's turn again, and it looks from Bastion, then over to whatever it can see of Valeriel. Looks over to try to see Romulus, can't, because there's a wall in the way. And it's gonna lean over to Bastion and says, "Oh, I really hope you dodge this one, or it's gonna hurt." Then you see 4 of its arms reel up, and all 4 just come down. And that one happens. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
So 3 miss,
So
and as a reaction, I'm going to spend a superiority die
okay.
and do
Okay. Nice.
So I'm going to punch him
Okay.
as a reaction to him missing the first attack.
Yep.
Never mind. And that was a waste of a superiority die.
No, does it? I don't think it counts if you miss. Does it?
I don't know.
I think you can choose to use it.
I mean, your reaction
after
is
you
used.
know if it-
Yeah. So you've used your reaction, but you can choose to spend the die if when you have seen the roll, but before you know if it hits or not. Well, before I say.
Okay.
If I remember right, it's been a while since I played a Battle Master.
So he kind of goes to punch, but then jumps back
Yep.
and goes, "Forearms, that's cheating. Come on, buddy.
Okay.
It's 2 on 2 here."
So the
Holding up his arms.
20 is the only one that hits, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Oof.
So you get raked by the claws, but instead of feeling the pain like on your shoulder where it lands, you feel it like a really bad headache, as it's, instead of slashing, deals 11 psychic damage.
Huh?
Yeah, the claws of Zoriat, it does psychic damage instead of slashing.
Isn't that only when it has advantage?
No. If you look,
It says
but
in the
yeah,
damage
but
thing.
if you look above, on the Claws of Zoriat. I posted a thing in the chat. So
Oh,
the
oh,
Mangler
there.
makes
Yeah.
4 claw attacks, each dealing psychic instead of slashing damage.
Okay, cool.
And then, as all 4 claws just come down one after the other, and that headache-inducing slash comes in, you look up, and it's no longer in front of you, Bastion, as it has skittered over here.
Do I get? Shit. Here's my action. Fuck.
And it looms over Valerial instead and just, you shot me! Good shot, but you shot me! And Bastion, it's your turn.
Bastion runs after it.
Yep.
And let's come on, blood.
You do get flanking now, by the way.
Oh yeah. Didn't even realize that. So guts punch. Surprise, surprise. It's like I'm a monk.
Yeah, that hits.
And I'm going to do a pushing attack.
Okay.
So I'll spend a superiority die, and I say a punch, he more or less drop kicks it. So if it could roll me a strength check.
$14.
Oh yeah, he succeeds. Fudge.
What's the damage on the punch?
Okay, so he still gets the superiority die damage.
Yep.
So 8 plus. Fuck you.
Ah,
The dice
I'm
really
gonna
don't
go
like you
reg.
when it comes to those things.
I'm rage quitting. I'm rage quitting. Goodbye.
it's stable. I'm done.
The Mangler just groans as the punch lands and looks over at you and just, ow. And Romulus, you're up.
Oh boy. Okay. So I'm gonna hang on. Do I have clear shot? If I. Oh god! What the fuck did I do?
That is
Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna go back there. I'm gonna go here. Do I have clear? How do you do that thing where you can just like see how, like, the blue arrow thing that Jason did?
Yeah, if you...
Gotcha. So is that clear?
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna try an agonizing blast on him.
Okay. That will hit.
Wonderful. And let's try this again. Then.
Ooh,
Nice damage.
That's some juicy damage.
Oh. I shoot him and be like, what do I say? You don't belong here anymore. And then
Nice. Ow! And you see more of his carapace just shatter off his back. That really hurts.
Good.
And at this point, you see like a pinkish green kind of sludge run out of his wounds as he is very clearly bloodied. I'm so sad.
And I think I will.
Remember, it's also pushed, by the way. No, it's not. Never
No,
mind.
it's not.
I thought it was repellent blast. Never mind.
No.
I was thinking the wrong thing.
That's about all I can really want to do. So I will just take one step over here to get behind the wall, and that's me done.
Okay. Valerial.
Alright, so this thing, how big is it? Could I potentially roll under it? Or is it too low for that?
It's too low down because the legs, like the humanoid-looking legs, are very short. You do have some space between the wall, like this wall, and these walls are technically low enough for you to vault over, should you wish to do that.
Alright.
The ghost will move out of the way.
And it's looking bloodied at least.
Yeah. Like there's a greenish, pinkish thing just oozing out of it.
Okay, I'm just gonna disengage. I'm gonna say, I don't appreciate your advances on me. You're not my type, and I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay.
And vault over the wall, and the next one. So I stand here.
Yep.
Do I still see Bastion, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. In that case, I'm gonna cast Healing Word at 2nd level.
Okay. So the only walls you cannot get over or see over are the ones that are actually blocked by line of sight.
Yeah, okay.
These are just like waist high.
Yeah. Alright, so Bastion heals for 9 points of damage.
Nice. Remus is gonna move out of the way. Actually over here. Because of the thing I've given him. He's still holding. Let me see, I just got messages. Here we go.
6 healing.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to take control of Remus. I'm not sure if Psycole will be back today. So we're gonna roll. Where's the initiative? There it is. And I'm gonna pop that one out. So unfortunately, Remus had to bow out for now. He might be back later, but we shall see. So, where did you end up? Okay, between Bastion and Romulus. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to... Descending. Delkir thing. Looking bloody. He's gonna hop on down here. And he's going to... Wait, is he smart enough to do that? Yes. Okay. So he's going to rake one claw down on Romulus.
Gosh.
And one down on Bastion.
Motherfucker better stop railing so good.
So, Romulus, you take 8 slashing damage.
Fine. Okey-dokey.
And Bastion, you also take 8. So he's basically just walking by Bastion, just swish over his head, and then the second one comes down on Romulus. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Not coffee, though.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. I was checking something.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm also going to roll one of these guys. Nope. Bastion.
Mm, apparently the only way I can hit this thing is with advantage, so I will go here.
Okay.
And I will roll an attack. And
That-
a one-trick pony.
That hits. I mean, your one trick has been doing massive amounts of damage to it. Oof. Okay. Again.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use a feature called Second Wind.
Nice.
And I pray to the dice gods. I love you very much, dice. Would you girl to give me more than one? Please. Oh, fuck you, dice. Screw you, dice.
It wasn't a 1.
I get 6 health back, so
Nice.
I'm at 9 health. I have 9 health.
Nice. Again, it is like, oh, ow! What is that? Are you hitting me with?
My fists!
Really? I thought it was a brick.
I've been told that a lot.
Okay.
I once fist fought a vampire in a coffee bar. Come at me, bro.
Why? Never mind. Remus is going to run up next to Bastion.
Oh god. Never mind.
There's a wall there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's on the other side of the low wall from you.
It's a low wall.
Oh, it's the low wall. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, if you can see across it, it's waist high or lower. If you can't see past it, it's over your head. And he's going to make a little swing at the thingy. With
That's the attack, Bastion. That's the attack. Come on, you can do it.
yeah,
Oh yes. Oh
Yeah.
yes.
with a little bit of a shoving. 7 slashing. As the great axe comes down and almost like the hole that has been made in the carapace now has a slash going across it, where more of the carapace is coming loose. And this thing is looking like it's on its last legs. And I didn't add any
Well, it's a good thing he
range.
has extra arms then.
True, and also those little spindly shrimp legs. And I forgot to rage. Not gonna do that now. Actually, no, I should have done that before. Never mind. Romulus.
Okay. I might. Oh. Screw it, I'm enjoying Agonizing Blast a lot. I'll do another Agonizing Blast.
It will be with disadvantage because you're that close.
Oh, in that case then, I could try Booming Blade.
Yes.
That's not a melee, so let's give that a go.
That hits.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, bear
So,
with me on this. So,
yeah. Weapon attack.
so just a regular. So, for example, like just a regular longsword attack.
Yep.
Okay, so I will do that then. Yeah. And if it moves, then it will.
Take additional damages.
Yes, 1d8 thunder damage.
Mhm.
Okay. That was easy enough.
It's
I
fine.
will learn it.
Nice. And you see the head just come like, over its shoulder, look back at you, and just, ow!
Just you wait.
Okay.
Nom, nom.
Do you want to add, like, do you want to move or do you want to?
I'll back up a bit. I'll go kind of.
So you can walk this and here without provoking opportunity attacks.
Okay, then.
Or you can risk it and actually back up.
Nah, I'll commit to this bit.
Okay. Valerial.
All right. So, it's looking pretty hurt, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely on its last legs. You can see it's shaking slightly, and the greenish pink ooze is just coming steadily out of its wounds.
All right. So she's just gonna holster her pistols, and then she's gonna basically vault over and gonna try and stab with a dagger.
Okay. You do have flanking.
Nice. $18
Yeah, 18 hits.
for 6 piercing damage.
It is looking really bad. Like really, really, really almost dead bad.
And she's vaulting over it basically to the other side.
Okay.
Since I attacked with a dagger, can I do it again as a bonus action?
Yes.
A straight up 20 and a straight up D4.
Yes.
It'll just be a D20 and a D4, yeah.
Yep. No. As you
No.
as you vault over, it just shimmies a little bit out of the way of your dagger, and just you missed.
Not the first one.
God, you're more lethal with that dagger than you are with the pistols. Watch where you're swinging that thing. Literally takes it to the face.
Okay. So,
I was hoping I was going to kill it with the first strike. Okay.
you very nearly did. Since the one person who's now been doing the most damage is behind it, you see it turn around and just tilts its head to look at Romulus and just, hello. And it's going to level 2 claw attacks on Romulus.
Yep. Yep, both hit. Okay.
5 and so 12 slashing damage.
Oh, so I'm on 6.
So it twists its upper body, but the lower one is still facing Bastion and just on Romulus. And Bastion.
Let's do one more superiority die. We'll go for a pushing attack again. Unarmed strike, 17.
That hits.
Oh crap. Ignore the second one. But 10 plus 3.
Okay. How
Thank
do you want
God.
to overkill it?
So having like, since it's a pushing attack,
Mm-hmm.
you just see Bastion go, "Be the little bitch," and he picks him up over his head and he just throws him at that last standing wall. That's not been knocked down yet. This one.
Okay. Yeah. It goes.
Just smash for it.
Yep. It goes flying straight into the wall, and you hear a very concerning crunch as it falls into a pile of stuff. Spindly legs and carapace and rubble, as it takes a good chunk of the wall with it, and it does not get up.
I just brush my hands off and go, "Oh. Anybody have anything for green gloop?" As my fists are kind of covered in green gloop. And I guess slight grazes from punching it.
Yep.
Valerial is just gonna snap her finger and point at her on his hands and use prestidigitation to clean it up, and she will also do it from herself from her dagger. And
Nice.
I was
Say-
going to suggest putting this on your face. Nice face mask for you, Larry.
suggest that to me again, and I swear to God, all the gods, your face would be 20 feet underwater and permanently underwater.
So
No.
where you were a few minutes ago, and I pat her on the back after referencing the bridge, and I'm gonna go sit down because I sit down on a rock.
When he says that, I'm gonna slap him.
Mind the fedora. Oh wait, this
And,
wall's waist height, isn't it? I'll sit on that.
Yep.
Now, may I suggest we take a rest so you guys can recover?
Please. I ache all over.
Please.
I'm just going to sit on the floor, leaning against this rubble.
All right, so
That bug cheated. He used all 4 of his arms. You don't do that in a boxing match. Although then again, I've never come across a creature with 4 arms in a boxing match, so Fair.
I'm gonna start. Basically, I'll take out. I'll take out my harp. And you basically just see her flicking her hand to the ground, and you see a small light come from a ring. Suddenly, you see a harp appear, and she's gonna start playing a soft melody while you're resting, and you can feel yourself getting even more rested.
Oh.
So, during the short rest, if you're spending one or more hit dice, you will gain an extra 1d6 hit points.
All right, thank you very much.
Nice,
What?
nice.
We get 3 hit points.
You get
Did you say?
you get 6 extra hit points if you're spending a hit dice to recover one or more during a short rest. As I'm
Ooh,
using
natural.
Song of Rest. There you go.
A shit ton of hit dice. You know what? I'll just use that one.
So 5 plus 6, so 11 then.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Wonderful.
And she says, if anyone requires any more healing, I can at least treat you a little bit. But only if you're feeling unwell and you really need some more boost to your well-being.
I think I'm going to be all right for now. Thank you.
And you, Bastian? You did take a lot of rough hits.
It was nothing. Shucks and kind of just flexes slightly. But yeah, he's like, it was nothing. Like I said, I fist fought vampires in a cafe bar. It's
She's gonna
all
cast a
part of
healing
the
word
job.
at him. I don't trust you. You get 5 more healing. Feel better, Bastian.
That wasn't necessary, but
It's not about being necessary.
Right.
It's about
Right.
making sure you're at least able to defend me, if anything.
How are our ghost friends, by the way? I think now that we've hopefully dealt with the threat they were referring to, they might be able to rest.
Hmm?
The ghosts.
Are the ghosts still there, or are they?
No, they're still there. Anyone who wants...
yeah, I just realised.
Yep.
Did they look upset that the big bug creatures that we said they'd killed off are back? Just a thought.
No, they seem... I wouldn't say happy, but they seem to be relaxing slightly. They're still there, though. And anyone who wants, you can give me a perception or arcana check.
I will.
I didn't mean to roll that with advantage, but 7.
Didn't mean to roll with the superiority dice. So a 20. Day 20.
Okay. Romulus, do you want to roll or are you?
I don't feel it's particularly necessary with rolls like that.
So Valerial, there's a lot going on still. There are bugs. There is a dead bug thing currently under a pile of rubble. There are ghosts everywhere. There is still raining slightly. Just miserable. Basically just miserable. So you don't notice anything other than the ghosts are floating around. Bastion, on the other hand, as you look around and really look at one of the ghosts, you see what looks like a chain leading from the ghost's foot down to a pile of rubble from where the ceiling has collapsed, or the second floor has collapsed down. And you recall them saying that, yeah, like over here. You remember them saying that their bones are tying them down. With a 20 Arcana, I'm also gonna give you that. You've read somewhere loose tradition among the gatekeepers of the Shadow Marshes that they burn their dead.
That I can do. So I'll just kind of walk over to here where I think last session I was actually looking at their burns, and because I disturbed the burns, they all popped up.
Mm-hmm.
I just start grabbing anything that remotely looks like a burn. And I'm gonna dump it into this square here.
Okay.
He rips down pieces of branches off from all around and starts shoving it on top. And he just makes a huge bonfire with all the burns and everything. He's getting dry leaves, twigs.
Okay. Do you check the rest of the rooms, or are you just this room? So remember I told you there are ghosts in other parts of the keep as well.
He's gonna... so while he's doing all this, because it's gonna take a while...
Yep.
He'll ask the twins to go search the tower for more bones. Because... the gatekeepers ban. They're dead.
I'll do. I'll see what I can find.
All I need.
We'll see what we can find.
Okay. Give me a perception or investigation check. I'm gonna roll one for... Nice. Gonna roll one for Remus. Yeah. The bones themselves are not that difficult to find. Most of them are dressed in hides and like colorful beads laying around them, and they seem to be laying where they fell. As you look around, you can see that there are a few ghosts that seem to be like that amalgamation of different spirits gone together, and you find 3 piles in this tower, so almost gathered together at the center. With a 19 investigation, you do see, as you look around, a number of broken weapons and armor, but also on one of the piles, you see, well, in two separate piles. In one of them, you see what looks like a shining rapier. It seems to have not tarnished in thousands of years, laying under this rubble pile. And in the other one, you find a rotting quiver with unblemished arrows in it.
Do I go with the shiny thing, or do I go with the rotting thing, but with like pristine things inside it?
I mean, you could
Ooh.
do both.
That's an option.
Yeah,
Wonderful. I'll do both then. Yeah, let's grab it all.
So,
I'm
Yep.
I'm gonna walk up to one of the ghosts while they're still there.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say, before we help you depart from this world, is there any items, magical or that could be of value in helping us in our quest that you wouldn't mind if we took, seeing as this place is now mere ruins, and it would be an honor to keep your legacy going on by having your equipment aid us in the future. Only if you're willing.
would that ghost know? Anyone in chat, please roll me a D100. Just to see if the one you asked would know. And anyone can roll. Did I pin that? No. D100, 11. The ghost that you asked shakes their head and just, we had only our tools, our weapons. If they're not here, and they lift there. That looks like an oversized sickle crafted out of what looks like the jawbone of some enormous creature. If they're not here, well, if it is as you say, and the war was won eons ago, then they're gone, reclaimed by nature.
Understandable. I do appreciate it, and I hope you will get a long rest. And she will go to every ghost and ask the same thing, just in case.
Okay. So,
Bastion's gonna search. Well, he's gonna keep an eye out because he's literally just grabbing all everything he can. So if he sees something while he's grabbing stuff,
So, you do find a random assortment of like money pouches in various states of decomposition. You find hide and leather armors. You find weapons crafted out of various metals and bone. But nothing that really stands out other than what Romulus has. And if Romulus wants to share, that's up to him.
right. So every money pouch, I just kind of chuck at Lariel's feet so she can sort it between us, I guess, since it's a group effort.
All right.
So every So often, just like a rotten money pouch gets flung our way.
Are the ghosts telling her anything else? Is there anyone else who knows more?
Roll me. Anyone? Well, actually, you, Vits, if you can roll me a D100. Because I want to see if they know something, or if they will share something else with you.
27.
Um,
Not great.
not great, but the fourth one you ask will say, nothing here that could be useful. Though, we did hear a rumor of one of Varak's friends further north of here that fell in the fight. Don't know if that's true, though.
Maybe we'll check it out. Do you know how long north?
A day and a half, maybe. The swamp changes.
Yeah, I don't think Bastian's willing to look for that.
Do you know what it is and if it would be worth doing a detour?
If it was a friend of Varak, could be worth it. I wouldn't know what I don't know what your objective is.
We're connecting the world.
Perhaps digging for the past is not something for the future, then.
I'll keep it in mind, though, for the future.
Mm.
Thank you. And she will then start sorting the gold
Okay.
pouches.
So, combined in the money pouches, my cat is losing his mind. Again, you will find 234 gold pieces, 16
How many? 200?
234,
Yeah.
16 silver, and 12 copper in ancient minting. Like, the coins are a little bit crooked, and the stamps on it is like, the hell is this? It's recognizable as like money, but the stamps or anything on it is not used anymore. You might have seen
So-
coins like that in a museum before.
Would I know if they would be valuable as a historical artifact? And if it could be sold for more?
Give me
So
a...
collector.
You can give me a history or investigation check. No, you're not
It
sure.
was so close. It was so close. Do something really good.
You know you've seen them in museums, but you're not sure if they're worth more than the stamped value.
All right. I will just look at the group and say, does any one of you deal in antiquities? Or do you know anyone who deals with it?
Not off the top of my head.
Well, I've found quite a lot of gold, some silver and some copper, but it's very old. But I think it's usable. But I also have a feeling it could be worth way more if we find the right person.
Mm. I'd say definitely
Sin-
worth keeping hold to then.
Yeah, since these coins are ancient,
Mm.
if anything. They are not generally used anymore. The stampings is way too old. And I know coin collectors can be very desperate for the right coin.
Oh, definitely.
So, would you mind if we keep this in a separate pouch
By all means,
until
go
we
for it.
find someone to maybe give them a look over?
I think that's a wise idea.
All right.
You're saying that belongs in a museum?
Maybe it would belong in a museum, but I think I don't really care. It could very well go to a coin collector instead if they pay their right amount. But usually that means they end up in a museum as well.
While you were counting,
Right. You had something that could burn stuff and... Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Nat. Yes.
while you were counting this gold, silver, and copper, I happen to have found a little bit of loot myself whilst I was searching for bones. And I pull out this like really shiny, like untarnished rapier and the quiver that is rotten but has like pristine arrows inside. I have no idea what these things are doing here. They seem very out of place. Well, I mean, the quiver looks very much in place, but the arrows in it do not. And this rapier looks pristine. I'm not sure what kind of properties they possess, if any. They look very. Do they look old in design or
Yes, they're not modern at all.
okay, okay. These look very old, yet they look. The rapier specifically looks brand new. So, if anyone wants to have a look at these, I'm more than welcome to share if anyone has a use for them.
Sadly, I don't have the ability to identify whether it's a magical item or not. But seeing as they seem to be pristine, hundreds of years after, they either must be very well made or magical. So maybe we can find someone to look it over, or if possible, if I could somehow learn how to do it, but I'm not entirely sure.
I think either way, they'll be very handy to keep hold of, and we can identify it whenever we have the opportunity to, and perhaps they might come of use.
Yeah. I mean, I am versatile with a rapier. I'm not sure if anyone else here is, but
Well, you're more than welcome to use it if you have a use for it. I've got a blade. Then this rapier can be yours.
yeah, if no one else wants it, I could gladly take it. If anything else, if I don't figure anything out about it, we could probably get some good money for it otherwise. Same with those arrows. Those arrows, they might fetch a good coin if we're lucky.
Maybe. I'm not sure if anyone of us has necessarily much of a use for it, because I'm not sure if anyone has a bow and arrow.
this fucking fly, and she's gonna fucking chase a fly and try to hit.
I thought you were talking about in-game for a second there. I was like,
Yeah, what?
Yeah, it's a flyby insect sound in Sirenscape, and I've been looking around myself. It's like because I had
it's
a
muted. It was mute. I didn't hear it on mine.
okay.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, because sometimes it just kind of, after a while, the tab just like like not really closes, but kind of like shuts down to save power. So it just ends up muting itself randomly.
Yeah.
Fact, I could do
She
actually.
basically just starts trying to squat a fly. Actually, she's gonna say, this fly was probably unwanted by his whole family of flies. I'm gonna cast a vicious mockery on the fly.
Okay. Hi, Lilith.
I
Okay,
need a fly to do a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna roll a d20. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's wait.
I love that quote though. I cast vicious mockery on the fly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly throw up a handout for you guys if I can get this thing to work. Valeriel, as you take the rapier, where the hell did that image go? Me? I just saved an image and it's not showing up. Why? You see that the guard seems to be at first it looks like a regular guard on a rapier, but then as you turn it, it flickers slightly in a bluish tint, and you realize that the guard is shaped like a swirling flame.
Ooh.
And I have an image of that, but it's not showing up, and I don't know why. So
I'm definitely gonna investigate it and see if there's something I can attune to or anything like that.
Okay. Give me an investigation check then. And now I'm going to try and figure out why.
I see what you
There
mean
it
about
is.
the fly sound now.
20. Dirty 20.
As you look at it closely, you realize that that is the mark of the silver flame. The the religion or religious order.
Yeah.
Known as the Church of the Silver Flame.
Mm-hmm.
And with a dirty 20, they're probably...
I am very familiar with those.
Yes. And also with a dirty 20, you do remember that a lot of their weapons were silvered. So you realize that this is probably a silvered rapier.
Nice.
Imbued with... You don't really feel like anything magical with it, but it's probably imbued with some form of blessing of some sort, which has kept it tarnish free. It's a little bit bent because the rapier is very thin, but like a few bangs on an anvil will fix it. The tip is still very sharp. It's very well made.
Yeah.
And I think I can find the image again. There it is. I just had to convince it. So I'm going to show you what it looks like once it loads, and then I'm going to actually write out a whole thing about the silver flame for you. So I can be edited by me and can be seen by everyone. Looking at the arrows, you
Hmm?
realize that the tips of them have the same mark.
Oh,
And
nice.
they look like the image. This image.
Ooh.
There are 16 of them in total.
So basically,
Oh.
silvered arrows and silvered rapier,
yep.
kind of.
Curious.
Hello, welcome back.
I
You okay?
just had to rush the cat to the vets.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, I had you holding your action to save the others for a while, and then we got one attack in before the others killed the mangler.
Okay, cool. I will have to watch the VOD back.
Take a breath. You're fine. They're currently gathering bones to set fire to.
Right.
and
Okay.
also looted the bodies or
Yes.
the pouches laying about, and found a silvered rapier and some silver arrows.
Nice.
Okay.
Someone burn it. And then, yeah, someone can burn this shit. I'm done with it. Then
Yep.
he can't wipe the muck off his hands again, and he goes and sits on the wall. And who had the messaging stone?
Yeah. This.
Valerio
Mm,
did. At least that's what I wrote down.
Oh yeah. I believe I do. Why?
Well, I've done the first bit. Need to get in contact with that old guy.
I mean, she kind of looks at the ghosts around. Are they still there, or are they vanishing as their bodies are burning up?
As the bones are being burned, you see the ghost slowly fade away, and almost in a grateful gesture, they seem to drop their spectral weapons before fading, but the weapons never reach the ground.
All right. So Valeria is just gonna say, "Well, seems like the ghosts are moving on. So, yeah, give me a second." And she will take the messaging stone and activate it. Say, Mr. Derek, it seems we have reached our first destination. We have thoroughly cleansed it, both from ghosts and remaining Delkir. This was not really part of the contract, I believe, but if you have any bonuses for dealing with ancient beings, it would be much appreciated. Also, could you send me some traveling clothes? It would be much appreciated, because I am already hating this swamp so much. And yeah, I guess you can send your workers now.
Make sure he sends some mercenaries to protect them as well. If there's any more Delcare around here, I don't think they Typically known to be alone.
Also, by recommendations of Sebastian, I believe it would be appropriate to send some mercenary guards to protect said builders, in case there's more ancient beings lying about.
Quick reminder. You can send 25 words.
Yeah, she sends 25 more.
Well, you can send 25 a day.
Oh,
Sending stones let you send 25 a day.
okay, in that case, let me rephrase it
Yes.
how she would say it. So, first destination reached, cleansed of ghosts and Dalkir. Additional payment would be nice. Send builders plus mercenaries for protection. Also, traveling clothes, please. Love you.
I can imagine this being done in like text speech.
Basically. And after like 30 seconds or so, you get a response that says compensation will be sent to nearest settlement marked Hastarask. That's it.
Could you imagine if it was just a one-word response?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
New number. Who
Just
did?
one word. New numbers. New stone. Who this?
Or just replying with the letter K, right?
Yeah, like ha,
Okay.
or you know,
Okay.
you get an image
Sorry, bro.
of a thumbs up emote.
Just slowly
Okay, not
fades
even a
up.
word, just a thumbs up.
Yeah, you just get a mental image of a thumbs up emote.
Slight
Giant
side
mage
note.
hand.
Yeah.
Slight side note. Are any of you young enough to have never had to pay for a text message as part of your phone contract?
No,
No,
I've had to pay for taxes when I was a kid.
My
Yeah, well,
first
guys.
I did
phone.
Nokia when I was a kid.
My first phone couldn't text. That's how old I am.
My
My-
first. Oh, God,
Yeah.
after you.
Yeah, my first phone didn't have an internet connection at all.
Same.
My second
first-
phone, I panicked whenever it was said it had internet connection. I was like, that's gonna be expensive.
My first phone had an orange screen.
Monochrome.
Back in the day.
Yes.
With
Yeah,
real
my first
buttons.
one
Yeah,
was
mine
something
was a
like that as
Nokia.
well.
Mine was an
I-
Ericsson before
mine
it was
too.
Sony Ericsson.
Was mine Sony Ericsson or was it Ericsson?
I broke mine into
Mine-
3 pieces and just put it together and dialed. So
Mine wasn't a Nokia. I think it was like I just remember it being like an orange, like the there was a mobile phone company
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Orange back in the day, and it was just like that brand phone. I had no idea what actual brand it was or whether it was an orange. It literally was an orange phone, but
yeah,
Yeah.
I missed my 3310. I dunked it in a river, and it was fine.
And still worked.
Yes. I took it
Right.
apart, rested it on a rock, waited an hour, and then I put it back together again, and it worked.
back in the days of built-in obsolescence not being a thing.
Yes, and now you can't even open a damn thing to change out the battery.
One day, well, actually soon that's meant to be happening.
Yeah. I remember I threw my first phone up on the bed. It hit the wall and landed on the floor and broke in 3 pieces. I just put it back together again and it worked perfectly fine. But anyway, we're not talking about phones.
Did your wall break though?
Surprisingly not. But yeah, that was an Ericsson. Before it was
Oh, yeah.
Sony Ericsson.
If
I
it
was
Nokia,
15.
The wall would definitely have broken.
Yes, very true. Okay, back to places where phones are not a thing yet.
I mean, I just used one.
No, that was a glorified telegraph.
It was the eye stone.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good night.
You do get the inspiration point for that. The ice.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Thank
Let
It's a
me
new
call
Nokia
you
brick.
up on that. And yes, it is hard to tell what time of day it is. It's not dark, but it's raining heavily. And
Umbrella.
yes. The slightly morbid fire of wood and remains is keeping most of you warm, but it's also starting to smoke a bit because of the wet branches. The area seems a lot calmer now than it was when you arrived. As you look around, you can still see the land bridge heading north and the wooden bridge leading back to where planks were laid out. Your path further west leads into a territory where the previous pathing is no longer available. It's as if people walk here, then stop here, and don't really proceed further. You guess that you probably have maybe 4, 6 hours of daylight left. But it's, like I said, it's hard to tell because of the heavy raining.
Do we have any cloth and maybe a stick or something that we can make a flag out of? Maybe just to put a claim for House Thrash.
We're in their territory. I think it's already claimed.
Well, I guess that's a problem they will have to deal with otherwise.
We could put up a tent. That's a stick with a bunch of cloth, and then we could sleep in that tent. And do everything we need to do tomorrow. My ribs hurt. Everything hurts. I've been punched. For a time.
You sure you want to rest in this dangerous area?
Well, we could always go east and rest in a different dangerous area. This is true.
I mean, not to be a downer, but, you know, we are in the remains of ancient remains of a war. I'd be more comfortable sleeping in a place where we're at least not dealing with ancient war beings. I'd rather
agree
deal
with
with a pesky swamp creature than some war creatures like
You're
that.
forgetting the Delkia do not come from this area. It probably came from the, and I'll just gesture at the forest.
Oh, they were not really from here, no. But seeming as that one was a remaining thing, a spawn of something, there's no telling if there's anything more out there.
Exactly. So either way, we're probably gonna bump into something.
Well, I'll leave it to the group to decide. I'm just putting out there that I don't want to deal with whatever mother this thing has, if there is one.
I think I'd agree with you there. I think getting away from this place would be more ideal than having to face any more of them.
We don't have to travel for long, but just travel for a few hours just so we can get away from this place. Out of the territory of any potential mothers. I'll keep you alive. Or I'll try at least. I can't calculate for moves that might just kill you yourself, but if you're injured, I'll at least try my best to keep you alive.
Navigator's tools will have a compass, yes?
Yes.
So I will set that up and I will guide the party directly east of this area.
West.
West. Yes, west. Sorry,
West?
my bad.
Why are we going west?
Go west.
yes.
No, west, east. I'm dumb. You started in west. Yeah. Sorry, you were right, Jason.
Aha. East, yes, directly east.
Absolutely. Let me
Do I have to
grab.
roll for navigation or not?
Mm,
If I have a compass, I mean, we can't really go.
Yeah, exactly. You have a
Straight, we
compass and you have a rough estimation of kind of where the brightest point of the sky is. So as long as you have the brightest point behind you, you're heading east. And with a compass, I could make you roll for it, but the DC is 5. So
I rolled 20.
see? You're like, yes, west is that way, east is that way, we're going that way. So
Yes, but I managed to do it in a straight line. That's the most important thing.
yes.
Instead
You
of
managed.
just like swerving off to the left or something.
And more swamp. Yay. You do with that, with the combination of your navigational skills, the compass, knowing where the sun is, and roughly what to look out for after having walked through this swamp for almost 2 days already, you do manage to find a relatively easy to walk path. It's still like gungy and wet, and with the rain coming down, it is miserable. But you don't make any missteps or anything like that. You find solid ground the whole way, and it doesn't take you long from the keep to find a good place where you can stop for the night. Something similar to where you stopped the first night. A opening presents itself. Not as safe or secured as the first one, but sturdy enough to set up a few tents. The sun is slowly disappearing behind the distant trees. And yeah, what would you like to do?
So
Oh, by the way, the rain stops.
Nice.
Um, Valeria will shake off her umbrella and say, "All right, I feel like this is a good place. Does anyone else need more healing or anything like that before we rest for the evening?"
No, I think I'm good. I think all I need is just a long rest.
Same. I've gone from being wet all the time to now being wet. It's not changed. I'm still wet. He's just drenched.
Valeria is gonna cast Prestidigitation on everyone and try to dry them up as much as you can.
Before you do that, can I shake like a dog and try to get everyone wetter?
Thanks for that, brother.
The best way to dry yourself on the road.
I cover my face with my fedora.
No offense, but are you perhaps a dog in a different shape?
No.
Okay.
Are you a druid?
No.
Oh,
Well, let me dry everyone up.
a dog wild shaping as a man. Is that a thing? Are there dog druids?
I would not know. But that sounds like a terrifying thing. And she's just going around casting Prestidigitation on everyone, drying them up. Before she sits down and starts eating some of the rations as well.
Okay. I just had a shiver.
I'll make coffee.
Run down my back.
She will
Of
try to get
course.
some coffee from Bastion as well.
Oh, I'm making enough for everyone. Joel.
Thank you, thank you.
Remus, as you are all sitting down to enjoy your dinner, you reflect back on what happened back at Slug Keep, and something stirs in your mind, and you feel that in the coming days you might be able to do something really well, as your background gives you a point of inspiration for dealing with the fallen of Slug Keep. You can bounce it to someone else if you want to, because you already have one.
Yes. Does his brother have does Romulus have inspiration already?
Yes.
Already do, yeah.
Who doesn't have inspiration then? Oh. Now you're gonna make me flip a coin. Is someone in chat? Can they flip a coin? Heads it's Valeria, or tails it's Bastion.
So anyone who is in chat, type in ! flip coin as one word.
I got my inspiration for the eye stone joke.
Yes. Yes, you
Am
did.
I gonna have to watch this back
Yeah,
to know
it
what
was-
this ice stone joke is?
Oh, it's brilliant.
Okay, Emil, tails.
It was Bastion.
Okay. Anyone want to do anything else before you go to bed?
I would like to map out our current route and reflect on the terrain and which would be the best way to
Okay. Let me.
draw the map. Yeah. To put down the rails. Yeah, the best places to put down the rails and which areas to avoid if I saw any buggy areas.
Okay.
And I'll try and get help from everybody. Because I hope they've been keeping an eye out.
Okay. So you can roll one roll. Well, if 2 or more help you, you can roll with super advantage. Or if 1 or more help you, you can roll with super advantage. I think, yes. So 1 help action, 2 help actions is what you need. I can brain.
I will try to help, but I will also use my bonus action to give him bardic inspiration as well. Don't
Okay.
forget.
Absolutely.
I'll lend a hand.
Nice.
Cool. That's a D6, yes?
Yes.
A D6.
That's cartographer tools with intelligence.
Okay. Yeah, you
Another
can.
dirty 20.
You can roll one more time. Since you have double advantage.
Valerian's inspiration has failed every time so far.
You rolled a
She's not
1.
very inspiring.
You
She's not
literally
very
rolled
inspiring.
You rolled a 1 on every bardic inspiration. That is not my fault. That is on you. That is on you,
Nope.
Jason. You.
Okay. You know what? Fine. It's just Bastion's gloomy nature. He's uninspirable. Literally, he's just so gloomy. You cannot inspire him. The happiest bard in the world could give him inspiration, and it would be a 1. Like,
Remember
what?
that you can still
I'll
roll
do
one
it
more time.
my own.
You can roll.
Since you got double advantage.
Yeah, you got double
you can still roll
advantage.
one
You
more.
can roll one more time. But I mean, dirty 20 is more than enough.
Just a dirty 20.
Yeah. You do remember then a few places where the ground was particularly solid. You would think that all it would take is just maybe a little bit more sand or gravel, maybe some metal poles to keep it steady, and barring like a little few bumps like the back and forth, you have a straight line from the coast to Slug Keep. And roughly to where you're at right
A
now.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more. But say another... How far can you walk in a swamp? In about 6 hours. Say 5
Depends on
miles?
if it's difficult terrain or if it's normal terrain.
It's definitely difficult terrain. So I'd say... Because I mean, at March, like if I walk really fast, I can walk 4 miles in an hour. And I'm completely out of shape. So...
Yeah, I think on the map it was like, what, 200 miles the entire trip across?
Something like
Or
that.
something like that.
You've been
So,
walking
yeah,
for...
5 miles.
Yeah, say roughly 5 miles from Slug Keep.
You can travel 3 miles per hour.
Yeah.
At a normal pace. So I guess because it's rough terrain, it would be a slow pace. So that would be 2 miles per hour.
Yeah, okay, so say 6 hours. Let's say 8 miles then. Give or take. That you've made it from Slug Keep. But
Would it be 12 miles?
yeah, but you have to backtrack a little bit, walk around a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you're in a swamp. It's not like just walking. You have to backtrack at points because water obstacles and such. So say a total of 8 miles from Slug Keep. In a surprisingly straight line. You've deviated maybe half a mile from the straight line, which is negligible in this context. And yeah, are you setting up watch or what are you doing?
I wasn't really injured or anything, so I can take, I guess.
Take the second watch. I'll take the first.
All right, I'll take the second watch then.
Okay.
I can also take the third watch.
Makes
All right.
sense.
And for the rest of you? Bastian.
Sleeping.
I think I stick the tents up.
Okay.
And I will bruised and hurt that I just crawl into that 2-man tent with as Gary said. Move aside. I can't be bothered to put mine up. Ugh. He just falls next to him.
Wait, in which is who's
his
tent?
hat now.
Whose tent?
I just go into that. There's 2 man's tent, right?
Yeah.
But which tent are you going into?
Whatever one's been put up. Is it Matt's?
Well, there's 2 tents because Valeria has her own as well.
Oh, then you have
Oh, well,
3.
then I guess you can swap with the other dude when his watch ends. The Bravak can swap with me. Bastian's just it's like, don't mind me, and then he takes off his hat and puts it on his head and sleeps in his clothes again.
Okay.
Right next to him. You don't want to get wet.
So Bastian's crawled into the into the twins' tent. Is that what we're saying, or has he crawled into Valeria's tent?
Yeah, I've crawled into the tent.
I crawl out of my tent and be like, is there a spare one? So, is there another one put up where I can just go?
I mean, you have 3 tents.
Yeah, I'll go in the other tent that's not
Bastian's just
Valeria's.
like his is not put up there. That's the thing. He couldn't be asked to
Fine,
put his up.
I'll put it up. I'll put in that work.
See, now you know what's gonna happen. Every night Bastian's gonna do that because he knows Romulus is a push. No, Romulus is just a push everyone will leave and put up his hand. He's just the lazy type of detective.
Okay. Chat, could you please roll me a d4? So exclamation point, roll space, d4.
And if you roll badly, we will all haunt you.
That is a possibility. So 3. Which means... you're a little bit... Why you... Knock it off. Okay. Roll 20. Why? Why did you just throw me out? Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Everything is fine. Romulus.
Hello.
As you're settling in for the night, something makes sleep difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Being a Kalashtar, you don't dream, but normally sleep isn't really an issue. However, something is... It's like... It's hard to describe for someone who doesn't have restless legs. That was hard. But if you ever had that pins and needles sensation when you have too much adrenaline going, That's basically what you're feeling. And then somewhere in the distance, you hear a weird sound. Not like the ghosts, not like insects or even birds, but something just very, very, very faint off in the distance.
I follow the noise.
So you're wandering off from the camp? Or
Oh, okay. Okay. In that case, then I see where Remus is, and I ask him if he can hear this noise too.
Remus, give me a perception check. No.
Okay. I describe it to him anyway. I'm hearing something that seems very out of place here. No ghost, nothing of that sort of nature. Something different I'm hearing.
He will say, so Remus will turn to you and say, hearing voices again, brother. You know what happened last time.
I know. Just wanted to make sure if it was me or something out there. Thank you for confirming it.
Well, just because I can't hear it doesn't mean it's not out there.
That is true.
Do you want to go and investigate? I can wake Valerio and she can take her watch early.
Could we? I think that might settle my nerves a bit.
So he will, Remus will go over to Valerio's tent and kind of attempt to politely knock on like whatever solid surface the tent is being used to hold the tent up.
Yeah, there would be like a support pole or something you could carefully knock on so you don't knock it over.
I'd love to. Can I make a strength check to see if I accidentally knock it over?
Absolutely, you can. Yep. Pole goes whoop.
I accidentally collapsed Valerio's tent.
Yep.
Yes.
You hear a very loud sigh. What?
I've just killed Romulus. My apologies. I assumed that the tent was slightly more sturdier than.
It is very sturdy. So you either took very strongly to that pole, or you're just really clumsy. I'll let you decide on what.
Romulus is hearing something, and I'm going to go with him to investigate. And I wanted you to be aware if you wish to start your watch early. He's saying all of this to you rather than speaking into your mind.
Yeah, sure. I can take the first watch, and the second, and I'll wake you up when I had my watches.
Perfect.
And she tries to find her way out of the tent.
I do not help. Lead on, brother.
Okay, so we follow the direction of wherever I can hear the noise.
Okay, And this is where I figure out how to split the party.
Dun, dun.
Dun dun dun. The noise seems to be coming from southeast of where you're at. And it doesn't take you long at all to spot lights in the distance. Flickering like fire or torches. And the tall, gnarled trees rather quickly give way, and you see a slow-moving river coming into view, and the light becoming very bright, and then a plank walkway comes back, newer than the one you walked on to get to Slug Keep. And like I said, this is where I figure out how to split the party in Roll20. We're gonna do this.
You dragged all of us over.
I know. I don't know how to split the party.
You should see, like, you see the flag, which
Yep.
symbolizes the whole party.
Okay.
Then you should see all the tokens, and you should be able to drag
Oh, yeah.
specific tokens to
Okay.
said map.
Nope. There you are. Okay, so we're gonna grab that one, and we're gonna grab Remus. And if I tick those in, those are the ones the flag represents, right?
The flag represents everyone.
Okay, because I ticked in 2 now. But it's not letting me do any... there we go. Okay. There we go. Now there are blue flags. And I'm trying to see something. Okay. You should be able to see this now, if I've done this correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And not sure if you have a specific token or anything for the stream, but
Yeah.
because the stream only see the image right now.
Okay, I'm gonna move this one here. There we go. And apparently I did this wrong. Yeah, as you appear up here near the walkways, in the distance you hear this thrumming, chanting sound. And voices chanting in the distance, rhythmically and steady, not rising or falling at all. And you can see creatures moving, because apparently I put them on the wrong layer. Around what looks like a large fire in the center, surrounded by candles. They have not noticed you yet. You are still a good distance away.
You hear it now, brother?
The rhythmic chanting in a singular tone.
Yep.
Oh, joy of joys.
Mm-hmm. This one's not
Cool.
on my head for a change.
Romulus, please give me a wisdom save.
Oh boy.
As you communicated that to your brother, you suddenly hear another voice coming in. It's not familiar to you at all, but it sounds close to what you're familiar. You can't make out the words at all, but it's clearly a voice. And it's It's almost like it's chanting in counterpoint to the people you can see.
Hmm.
Like it's responding.
Okay, scratch that about not hearing a voice. I'm hearing something now. It seems like it's almost talking back to this chanting, like responding. But I can't make out what on earth it's saying. It sounds similar to what I've heard before, but not. It's not. It was before.
So I assume that means you want to get closer.
I don't know. I don't know. Can
Well,
we? So, from where we are, can we like make out any of the what they're chanting, or do we have to get close to be able, or is it just like I don't know what I'm asking here.
It's kind of like it sounds vaguely familiar. Like it's clearly a language. You have to get a little bit closer or a different angle to make out what language they're speaking, or if they're actually speaking some form of actual language. But it sounds like it could be common, could be. It's hard to tell because of how distorted the voices get. You would have to get closer to
And-
figure it out.
Can I only hear effectively what's coming from the chanting that's in front of us? The counterpoint I don't hear.
No, you don't hear the counterpoint. No.
Well, what I will do is then I'll kind of move past Romulus and start creeping closer.
Okay.
I will test these planks as much as possible to see whether or not they would creak or make a noise before I move forward. And if they look as though they will do, I will basically slip off them and try to move silently through the swamp instead.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh, I trip and fall flat face first into the swamp.
Oof.
Should I use my inspiration? Nah, why not? Can I use my inspiration to reroll that, please?
Absolutely.
Are you
Okay.
It's like, no, Remus goes into the swamp. That is what happens next.
The dice have decided your fate already. You can't undo it.
I'm taking a picture of that. That's brilliant.
As he goes to test the plank,
Yeah.
it shifts slightly. He's kind of using his great axe, the butt of his great axe, to kind of test the wood.
Yeah.
And it shifts slightly, and he's putting a little bit too much force onto the top of that great axe to check to make sure whether or not it would hold its weight, and he just slips and just goes face first in the swamp. And with his great axe underneath him, and then he kind of comes up and forgetting that they're supposed to be quiet. It's like like when a bear comes out of the water, it's like a roaring kind of like what the fuck, yeah.
Yeah. The figure closest to you, breaks the chanting, and turns around and just... Who goes there?
He will mutter under his... No, he will mentally connect it to Romulus and say, stay back and stay hidden. And then I will just boldly start walking forwards across the plank, steadily dripping with the muck of the swamp.
You are not known.
No. My name is Remus, not known.
A comedian.
No.
Right. Are you here to honor our prince or here to disrupt the proceedings?
Depends who your prince is.
Ah, a curious visitor. Well, you can sit back and wait for us to finish, or you can leave quietly.
Is that kind of like a rock in the swamp?
Which one of...
This one.
Yes. It's a rock with 2 large candles.
Oh, you were... Okay, yeah. He'll walk over to that, kind of brush the candles off into the pool of water, and then sit down on the rock and say, please continue.
Right. And... Didn't I put a name on this guy? Ah, there it is. This is who you see.
That's the coolest if ever I've seen one.
He gives you a look, like trying to work out what your deal is, and then turns back to the others who have not stopped. And see him pull out a... not 2 for 1 coffee, at least. You see him pull out a long dagger that seems to glint slightly in the firelight, and then places it tip into the flames. And its flames change color from golden reddish orange to a sickly green blue. And it, like, the heat from it just first bursts out, and then everything turns cold. And Remus, please give me a Constitution save. What are you doing, Romulus, while this is happening? So when the flames change color, the voice becomes clearer in your mind. And what languages do you speak?
I speak Common, and these can't, and Kiori.
Okay, so neither of those are what this is speaking. Again, it's very familiar. It's almost like you know this. You feel like something is pulling, but you don't understand what this creature or this voice in your mind is saying. It's almost like that feeling when you have a word on the tip of your tongue, but you know that you should understand this voice, but you don't.
can I try and just like in my mind, like try and shout out to whatever it is to just try and understand, like let me understand what it's saying?
Yeah, give me an what would that be? Give me a wisdom check. And Remus, as this heat first flares out and then the cold comes in, you feel like you get hit by a bout of really high fever, but you manage to just shake it off as if it was just like, oh, it's sat too close to fire. So, but you feel like, yeah, that could have been nasty. And then the ground all around you starts. I mean, it's hard for you to see, but in the candlelight, the ground seems to start to shake and shiver and then almost bloat as if someone is blowing bubbles under the ground. And
I was going to say, as the flame changes colour with the dagger in it, I will mentally call out to him and say, "You'll ruin the blade doing that." And see how he reacts.
let me see. How will he react to that? First of all, I need...
Yeah, Constitution saving throw, see if it fucks up ritual.
Yeah, that's basically it. If he can keep the concentration going. I didn't actually change the name on this, so I need to do that first. There we go. So we are going to do a con save. Yep, he managed to keep the concentration going, and he looks over at Remus and just baring his teeth in a hiss, just shut up. And then he turns back to what he was doing.
I would call out to him again and say, "Did you say the flame went greenish? And the ground's bulging a bit."
Yeah, it's a greenish blue kind of weird color.
I'd go, "Are you poisoning the ground?" in his head. I'm just the general gist of it is I want to sit there and piss him off. Every time he turns to move on to doing something, I want to kind of psychically talk to him.
Yeah, you see him just lift his arms and then falter for a moment, and the tip of the flames start turning back into an orange hue, and then they come back, and you see him whip around, and with a gnarled hand, he points straight to Remus and just says, "I said, shut up." And I need you to make me a wisdom save.
I have advantage on wisdom saves.
Noise.
Don't I? Yes.
Oh,
dual
yes.
mind.
Ew. I forgot about that when I did the wisdom save before. Never mind.
13.
For a split second, you feel like something in you really wants to shut up. Like, really, really wants to. And then you're like, no. As you shake off the command he cast on you.
And I know he's cast command on you, don't you?
Yeah.
If you've passed it.
I
Seb.
think so. Let me check.
I can't remember which one of the suggestion spells you know when you've been suggested.
Most of them, I think. Oh no, it doesn't say. This spell is not effective. Some tool. Yeah, no, it doesn't say. So
Okay.
you just had this feeling of that you really wanted to just shut up, and then you're like, no.
Okay, then I would psychically say to him again, my lips aren't moving, mate. My lips aren't moving. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Need a sound.
This time he manages to keep his concentration, and you can feel the ground start shaking, and some of these bubbles start popping, and greenish sludge start forming around where you're sitting, and almost like it comes together, like it's congealing and taking shape.
Would I do it? Yes, I think I would. I'd say to him again, you do realise this ground looks like your ass, right? With all of this green pus floating around. But he keeps turning around, so yeah. You're not putting on much of a show if all I'm seeing is your backside. Sometimes I think I should play a bard.
Yes, you should. This time he whips around, and you see the flames go back completely back to the orange yellow color, and instead of continuing the chanting, the voice in your mind, Romulus, goes silent. The connection snaps immediately, and then you see a figure up from the raised stones grab something, like Romulus, you see it grab something from the flames and then launch at your brother as he's going to try to stab Remus with the dagger, the heated dagger. We shall see if it works. 19 and a 17.
I mean, yeah, both of those would hit.
5 piercing, 8 piercing, and let me see, 7 fire damage.
Okay.
As he just launches over and just ching ching, and he just, I said, shut up.
Not my fault. You've got performance issues, you little prick. And he would have been sat with like the great axe propped on one side, so it'd be like an underhanded great axe swing up into him.
Okay.
If I may.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's kind of hard to swing like that when there's an angry cultist on top of you, just standing there with a dagger in your shoulder.
Yep.
While this is happening, I'm gonna like run up to here and see about maybe shooting this guy.
Yep.
No one dares.
So, yeah, he's...
No one dares stab my brother.
I do believe that hits. Yeah, that
Yeah.
does hit.
Oh.
4 force damage. You see him reeling a little bit from the blast. He was so focused on Remus, he didn't realize you were there. And... oh, I hate doing this, but this is what they would do. Please roll initiative.
Fine.
Like, keep in mind, you haven't had a long rest yet.
Keep in mind the barbarian wasn't even here earlier.
True.
There's no, nothing there. So
Yeah,
you're
the
putting
bar-
to
the
shine
barbican
now,
heard the
Psycole.
This is the only reason why I'm taking this course of action is because I want to hit something.
That's fair.
By the way, would I have noticed which direction they went?
Yeah, you would have been awake, so southeast. And give me a perception check. The DC is pretty high.
Can I aid that by basically roaring as loud as possible as I go into my rage? To tell
Yeah,
me that
sure.
to go into.
Okay, so advantage then.
Yep.
Well,
No.
Why is it not telling me? No. You know they went southeast-ish. Not entirely sure if anything
I
fun
would have kept
happened.
an eye on the direction they went, and I would also try to keep an eye on the time they've been away. So how long have they been away at this moment?
Maybe 10 minutes?
Um,
So not that long.
at this place, it is long.
I mean, fair. Where was I? There it is. And we're gonna pick that one up. And yes. Where are they? There you went.
I'm just gonna cast invisibility
Okay.
on Bastion.
Okay.
While he's resting.
Okay then.
Are you?
And
Is invisibility a touch spell? Are you basically gonna creep into his tent and cast invisibility on him?
is it a touch? It might be.
Don't know, but I could just imagine it like
Yeah,
Bastion's
it is.
sleeping. Valeria will just touch his foot and then walk away.
Yeah, I basically just put a finger on his foot, like.
You just boop him.
Yeah, basically, I just boop him, cast invisibility, so he's invisible. And it lasts for an hour. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna directly after that, slowly and stealthily walk in that direction that they went, to see if I can find them.
Okay.
Roll stealth as well while I'm
Yep.
doing that.
Yep.
He was just fighting in his sleep again.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Remus, you're up first, I think. Let
Yeah.
me double check. The Sunday? No,
Really good
it's
job, actually, that
it's
Romulus
this
didn't
guy.
sleep in the same area as him, because he might have got beaten up in his sleep. Just get
How far
bruised.
can you get? You can just about get here. You hear a loud screaming, and then this guy is gonna come up, is trying to hit you with a scimitar attack for a dirty 20.
Yes.
3 slashing damage. And it's your turn, because that's all he can do.
Cool. I would like to rage.
Yes.
And what I would like to do is I would like to pick up the cultist that was stabbing me, if possible, and drag him over to his own fire and place him inside it.
Okay.
Very
Yeah,
gently.
athletics check.
I mean, I'd ideally like to throw him in as well, if possible, but I am raging, so it's with advantage, right?
Yep.
21.
Yeah.
No. He's trying to squirm out of your grip and fails.
Cool. So it's kind of like I grab him by the throat,
Yeah.
and like I'm still dragging my great axe behind me, and his dagger might be still in my shoulder, kind of thing. And I just slowly start walking towards the fire, so the other cultist, I assume, would be able to get an opportunity attack on me as well as I move forward with him.
Yes, this is true. So, scimitar attack for 22.
Yes, that would hit.
For 5, divided by 2, which is 2.
Cool.
2.
2.
And then I'd kind of like to be, like 5 foot away from the fire, and then I'd like to kind of just throw the cultist in, if possible, please. Is it an action to grapple him, though?
Let's see. I say with 21, I'd say you can do that as like you pick him up, walk over, and just throw him in, as in one, as one action.
Cool.
You see his robes, or whatever you want to call those rags, catch fire almost immediately, and the stench is unbelievable. It's like someone set fire to horse manure.
Yeah. I would say he won't make good. Yes. I'd say out loud, you don't make good incense.
Yeah. That's your bonus action and your action. No. Well, your first was your first stealth might have worked.
It's not an additional stealth. It's +1 to my stealth. So
Okay.
because I realized I had +1d4 on my stealth and performance checks.
Okay. Romulus,
Okay.
you just saw your brother throw this cultist into the flames.
Yes, brother. I wish to do Mind Spike on this cultist right here, if I may.
Okay, yeah.
Right, so how do I go about doing this? I'll just do that. Okay, so...
Okay.
Jesus.
Wisdom save.
Yes. Please fail.
He fails. That's a 7.
20 damage. Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Damage?
Okay, 3d8. Yeah, 3d8. I think the average of 3d8 is 20.
Yeah, I've got 20.
The average for 3d8 is 15.
So, yeah, you
Yeah.
got 2 8s and a 4.
Ah, yes. I saw that now. Yeah, 20. You direct that spell to this cultist, and you just see his eyes go black, and he just drops. It's like the
Nice.
gone.
I'm writing this down. I want to remember this.
So, bye.
I'm glad you went with the psychic themed spells.
Same.
And
And yeah, that's shall I move? I'll get a little closer, so I'm behind Remus.
okay. Let's see. This guy. What would he do? Anyone in chat, could you please type could you please flip a coin for me? To see if he tries to drag his leader out of the flames or if he launches himself at Remus. Well, he is going to launch himself at Remus because apparently they are all Just that stupid. 11. So you see the scimitar come down towards you. And just nope. This guy is going to pull his leader out of the flames as his action. Taking how much? 1d4. 2 fire damage in the process.
How much did the leader take from the slam and the fire?
Nothing from the slam, but he did take also 2 from landing in the fire, and he will take another d4 on his turn because his clothes are still on fire. That is gonna run over here.
Crispy cultist.
It's a new brand from Walkers.
Yeah.
This guy, having seen that his leader is free, is gonna run over here. And can he actually get to? I don't think he can. No, he cannot.
Thank God.
He is going to attack. That's a 22
That hits.
for 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
Boop the barbarian. Guy on fire's turn.
Burn, baby, burn. Let's go away.
Can I actually do that? Do I have that? Sometime this century, roll 20. Okay, no. He is going to point the dagger towards Romulus, and I need you to make me a dexterity save.
A dexterity save.
DC 11.
I got 17.
Yep. You feel like warmth creeping up, but nothing. You manage to shake
Oh,
off
how
the feeling.
pleasant.
And let's see, this guy, he's gonna run up here. And swing a scimitar at you for a 5!
Ooh, I've got a 12 armor class. So
Sucks to suck. This guy's
that could be
dead.
him.
This guy's dead, so we can remove him from the... How do I remove again? Nope. 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 Okay, how do I remove from...
Just click on the token and delete.
I had hoped to not have to do that, but okay.
Oh, you don't want to delete them? Oh.
I wanted them still on the ground, but out of the turn order. But doesn't really matter.
You just click on the turn order. You just click them on the turn order. So you click on the token, it'll show you where they are in the turn order, and then you click on the turn order and delete it.
Yeah, I did that, and it was like, "Hi, do you want to save this page?" It's like, no. And then I clicked on it in a turn order, and it was Rima's turn. It doesn't really matter.
Maybe right click.
I did right click, and it was like, "Hey, do you want to save this page?" It doesn't
Yeah.
really matter. It was just
Do
easy.
I roll an additional stealth check or anything like that, by the way?
Yes, and I'm gonna
End
put
of
you
the turn?
on the map. I'm gonna add you, Valeriel, to the...
Wait, are they like 12 seconds away?
No, they would be more than 12 seconds away. Yes, you still stealthed. It took them roughly 5 minutes to walk here. So
you still got.
you still got
So
some way to
you
go.
guys still have to survive 50 rounds.
But give me another perception check.
Without the extra. 9.
Yeah, no. You hear an owl, which is new.
You mean to say the cultist didn't scream when he went in the fire? Disappointing. We'll try harder next time.
I mean, there's a lot of screaming going on, but with a 9, I'm gonna say that no. No, there's some weird sounds in the swamp as it is. Remus, you're up.
I would like
Just
to
for funsies, yeah. Bastian's still asleep.
Yep.
swing and hit. Swing at this one that's
Okay.
below me, please, with the great axe.
Absolutely.
Yes,
That's a hit.
For a total of 6 damage.
You swing at it and you see the great axe bite in hard as the cultist starts bleeding profusely from that one hit.
Cool. I don't have anything else that I can do. Nope, that's me done. I'm just gonna stand here and smack shit.
Okay. Romulus.
Okay, I am going to cast Booming Blade on this guy here.
Okay.
So. Oh, hang on. I need to roll to see if it hits first.
Yep. So a regular longsword attack. Unfortunately, not. You see the guy lean back out of the reach of your longsword. You do get a good clean cut through his robes, though.
Okay, that's fine.
You've ruined his robes.
Yes.
Well done.
You have
Thank God for
Fashion.
that.
thoroughly
He's-
ruined his robes.
He's going to have to
Killed
spend money
fashion.
on his tailor. Waha!
If he survives.
If he survives this long. Okay. What can I do as a bonus action?
You have hex.
Do I have hex? I don't think I do I? I have hex for. Hang on.
I can't remember. Like, have you used your Hexblade's curse today?
I have not used my Hexblade's curse. Okay. As a bonus action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. The target is cursed for 1 minute. The curse ends early if the target dies. You die, or you are incapacitated until the curse ends. You gain the following benefits: gain a bonus to damage rolls against the cursed target. The bonus equals your proficiency bonus. Any attack rolls you make against the cursed target. Okay, yeah, I'll do that on this guy then. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a curse token on it. Let's do this guy.
Noise.
This guy is going to try and swing at Remus. There you are. 8.
No, that would miss.
I thought as much. Nope. This one is... He's gonna move over here. And it's going to point at you, Remus, and then do like a slashing... No, wait, he can't do that. Never mind. Because these are dumb, but he's going to run up here and attack you. He doesn't have that. 6.
Also misses.
They're having a bad day. Woo! Such a
To be
shame.
fair, I got nat ones on my stealth check, so
I mean,
what comes around, yeah. It's just maybe this part of the swamp, everyone rolls poor.
17.
Oh, that hits.
For
One
2.
damage.
Yeah, 1 damage.
Yeah.
And that was with advantage because flanking. Nah. Okay. This guy is getting genuinely tired of all the shenanigans, disrupting their precious ritual. So what he is going to do is, can I upcast that? I can. Okay, so we're going to, again, he's gonna take his dagger and then point it to both of you, and I need both of you to make me a wisdom save.
Cool. Don't forget you got
On.
advantage.
Yep. I remember this time.
As you hear him growl, "Leave." And both of you save. Damn it.
Yeah. Well.
And he doesn't have any bonus action. So he's going to move here. He's going to take another d4. That's fire damage. As he managed to put out the flames on the bottom of his robes, but he is still on fire. This guy is going to try to smack Romulus with the scimitar. 16.
Yes.
3 slashing
Brilliant.
damage.
Oh, the humanity.
I know, right?
Oh, the
Uh,
pain.
And he's gonna move up here to block your path out.
Interesting.
Valeriel and Bastion, perception checks, please. Valeriel, in the distance, pretty far away, you suddenly hear a voice you don't recognize, like almost roaring out, "Leave," in what you think is a command, but it's not Romulus or Remus's voice. And it's angry. And then you hear shouting and sounds of pain. Bastion, you're asleep. You're soundly asleep back in the tent. The night is comfortable. As comfortable as you can get in a tent in a swamp.
I'm gonna run as fast as I can in that direction
Okay.
until I get close. Then I will stealth in again.
Okay. Remus. I'd say running as fast as you can. Give me. Hold on. Wait a second. Give me a dex check.
Straight dex.
Yeah, straight dex.
$21.
Okay, with a 21, I'm gonna say that you can arrive at the top of next round. Mostly because I'm gonna play a little fast and loose with the 6 seconds per round thing,
Yeah.
but mostly so you can actually get into the combat anytime soon. But yeah, you will need a stealth check when you arrive. So, Remus.
You know the fire that's in the middle of the
Mhm.
area? Is it like in a cauldron of something that could be moved / thrown at somebody? Or is it kind of static stone temple kind of thing?
It's like a stone brazier. You could push it, but you can't throw it.
Okay. Scrap that idea then. What I would like to do is attempt to pick up this guy that's behind me
Okay.
and toss him into this guy that's next to me.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Now I need to refresh myself on my own rules on using creatures as thrown projectiles.
Be the Hulk with that. What Loki did. Loki.
Yeah, yes.
It's more I just want all of the cultists in front of me.
Okay, so the thrown creature must not exceed the thrown creature's carrying capacity. Check. 10 minus its dexterity modifier and bludgeoning damage upon impact. So, yeah. Please roll me a strength, opposed athletics check.
I'm still raging. Oh, God, no.
Yeah, he manages to just squirm out of your grasp. As you're...
I was going to try and do something cool. Oh, well.
I mean, I love the idea. Actually, because I love that idea, he has no idea what you're doing, so yeah, I rolled the 6, because I love that idea.
You kind. Yeah, okay.
And please roll me an attack roll with an improvised weapon.
Hold on a minute. What is an improvised weapon when you're doing it? I can't remember.
It should
It's
be...
your strength, because you're not
Yeah, it's
proficient
your...
with it.
It's just straight strength, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so...
Because
Yeah.
that's a natural 20, can I be cheeky? Even more cheeky than the fact that you've already let me do it. And do it so it's a bit like a sweeping attack, so I take the legs out of him, out of the one that it's being hit. It's almost like I grab him and swing him round at the legs so that he may fall prone.
Well, he's
Me-
going
yeah.
to land on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Because he's going to be dead.
And,
Oh, okay. Fine. All right then.
And so, as you swing...
That's a very good condition. Dead.
Yes.
I
So,
like this condition. I will inflict it more.
because of my own rules of using a throw like another creature as a thrown projectile is 10 minus its dexterity modifier, and these guys have +1 for dex. As you throw this guy into this guy, you manage to slam them together in such a way that you hear a crunching and snapping that no humanoids anything should make. And as you drop the first one, both land in a heap on the ground and are not moving anymore.
I have the Spice Girls when two become one going off in my head.
Because this guy was already, like, the one you throw the other guy into was already bloodied. And the guy you throw took his entire hit point pool in damage. So, yeah. Both of them are now dead. Just gonna put that out there.
Cool.
Yeah.
As he does this, I will call out to Romulus and say, I've invented a new sport. It's called the cultist toss.
I reply, yes, we must make this a thing back home.
I'm sure the people of Sharn will really appreciate it.
Yeah, specifically as Sharn is known as the City of Towers. I mean,
Right.
yeah. And there is there are warning signs for watch out for falling people on various levels in charm because falling off the bridges is a thing that happens.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yes.
Right. My turn then.
Yes.
I'm going to try Booming Blade on this guy again as he's already hexed. So I will.
Okay.
So you gain. Okay, that's bonus on damage. So hang on, I'll roll first. E?
New.
Ah, bugger. Okay. What?
Again, he's like, ah, and you cut up more of his robes. Shiver down my spine.
I could. Was that I should have done Mind Spike, or I could do Mind Spike?
No, shiver down my spine.
Yes.
Oh, shiver down my spine. I see.
Yeah. I just got it.
Is it A or B? No, it's C.
I would never like. The only reason why I'm reminding you what you can do is because I know this is the first warlock you're playing. So
Yes. Very much so.
Oh, on that point then, do you not have a I know you rolled a 10. Does your Hexblade Curse not give you something extra to hit them?
Let me double check that.
that's a good point.
You gain a bonus to damage rolls against the cursed target. The bonus equals your proficiency bonus. Any attack roll you make against the cursed target is a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20 on a d20.
Yeah, no. So no advantages per se, but if you hit, boom.
Extra damage.
Okay. That would have been good to hit. Am I able to do Mind Spike as a bonus action, or is that not a thing?
No, Mind Spike is an
That's
action.
an action. Gotcha. Okay. I don't think I can really do much more, to be honest.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure why it's doing this, but apparently... Oh wait, it is removing it from... That's why. Never mind. Okay.
Okay, well, that's me done then.
And... This guy is going to... Actually,
Unlike that one.
Yep.
This is like that one scene in was it Iron Man 2 where Black Widow is fighting all these guys, and then Happy is just going 1-to-1 on just one guy. When he turns around after defeating that person, just a pile of bodies. That's how I feel right now.
2 slashing damage on that 18.
Okay.
I mean, you did obliterate the first thing you tried to hit, so you know.
Yeah, don't feel bad, brother. You got at least one of them.
Thank you. You're
Hey,
too
not
kind.
not everyone can kill 2 in one throw.
No, this is an achievement that will be known for generations to come.
This guy, cult fanatic dude, is going to. Where did your stat block go? There you are. Okay, so this guy is getting really tired of all of these shenanigans, so he's going to run up right here, basically climb up next to the statue, and with his free hand he's gonna reach out and try to grab you, Remus.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see a green light around his fingers.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yes, he tries to grab you.
Does he slip slightly on the statue as he's climbing up?
Yeah. It's like, I can't really reach. But you see that green light just miss, and like some of the hairs on your arm just get singed off with that green light. You're like, that could probably have been bad if it hit.
He'll also turn around and say, "Oi, you left the bald patch, you git."
Okay. This guy is going to make another scimitar attack. 17.
Well,
7 slashing on Romulus.
okie dokie.
And I'm going to... Bastion, please roll me a perception check as I move. You over here. And I place a token here. Hope that worked. And please roll initiative, Valerial.
Let's see. Just gonna find my token. Over there. Okay.
Hmm.
16.
Not horrific.
Yeah, with a 17, you shake a little bit, slightly awake, and you realize that you're alone in the camp.
You also can't see your own hand.
Yeah, you also can't
Yeah.
see your own hand.
You're dreaming.
Larry's like, oh my god. And I look back into the tent to see if I can see my own body, because I'm sure I'm astral projecting somehow.
Well, the tent is empty. The rest of the camp is empty.
Can I feel myself?
Yes, you're just invisible.
Yeah, I'm still there. What is this trickery? And I slap myself. Does it knock the invisibility off?
I mean, it depends. Like, making an attack knocks it off, yes.
Are you making an attack or are you
Okay,
just
then.
slapping yourself?
Just a regular slap, I guess. He wouldn't really hit himself that hard.
And I'd say no. No, if it's not an attack, like, if you're just going, then no. You're still invisible.
What weird ass powers is this? Valerial! Is this your idea of a joke? Is everybody else invisible? I go back into the tent and I start feeling where the the other tent. I go into the other tent and I start feeling around, trying to find.
Nope, there's no one there. And then you
Back out
hear
the tent.
faintly in the distance, you hear screaming and shouting. Like way, way far away.
I'm too tired for this. But I guess I'll go and investigate anyway. Somebody will need to bury my friend. If
Wow, that cut out.
they're all dying. Just why does this always happen?
I have no idea what you said, Jason, but it sounded amazing. You cut out every other word.
Oh. Let me cut off some stuff. Let me stop watching Twitch. Does that help? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So he said, why does his friends keep disappearing and dying on him?
Oh. And yeah, far off in the distance, to the southeast, you can hear screaming and shouting.
Yeah,
Well,
he just
can't understand words, but
that's running in that direction.
okay.
Full sprint. I'll roll athletics and everything.
Valeriel, as you appear outside the murky tree line, you see in the distance a like a ring of stone, or made out of stone, with a large stone brazier on top of it, with a large, like a fire burning on top. Lots and lots of candles strewn around, and you see a bunch of gray cloaked. I know these are red, but gray cloaked creatures, things, hard to say, attacking Romulus and Remus. And the twins are making good time cutting these to ribbons.
Is anyone looking stronger or more leader-like or anything like that?
Yeah, this guy, who is currently half on top of what looks like a giant skull, looks like the leader of the bunch. Ichi.
Okay. In that case, I want an intelligence saving throw.
Okie doke. Intelligence save from this guy. Really? Roll 20? Now? Okay, that's a 5.
Okay, so basically she just takes forth a little bit of fleas and just whispers phantasmal force into the fleas, and like an almost invisible force just goes forward and engulfs this head.
Okay.
And in front of me, he sees. At the moment, he just sees Remus transform into this massive dragon.
Okay. Yeah, that would be terrifying.
And the forest around him is burning.
Ah, cool.
And I'm also gonna make it so that the brazier looks like it's not burning.
Ah, okay. Cool. Yep, absolutely. He just reels a bit and I need to see.
It does take 6 psychic damage.
Yeah.
But it is regarded as, I would say, slashing from one of the claws from Remus Dragon.
Okay. The target is a phantasm, real target rationalize any logic. Okay, so there's now a big fuck off dragon. Right in front of
there's
his
only
face.
logical explanations to it. So there's like,
Yep.
everything feels logical.
Yep. Of course, this guy who's been cutting up their whole ceremony and his friends and just crushed 2 of them, obviously he is a dragon. Because no humanoid could do that. Okay. Yeah, it takes 6 psychic I can words. Yes. And Remus, you would see like blood starting running from his nose. From the collective. He's not bloodied yet, but he is badly hurt.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do on your turn? Note, remember that you haven't had your long rest yet.
She also says that she is kind of running up. She's running to there. She says, looking for good evening fights, are we? Also, you can just ignore that guy over there. He is lost for the moment.
Wonderful. Thank you. We'll explain after this.
Okay. Remus. This guy is having hallucinations on top of a skull.
Talk about a fun weekend.
Yeah. This one is currently hallucinating that you're a dragon. You don't know that, but he's barely like he's staring at you like.
Oh, so
He's staying above you, more like, probably.
Yeah, it's like.
I mean, Rebus is raging. He is not paying attention to stuff that's going on. All he knows is that this guy is slightly above him on this statue, and he doesn't like things that are above him in a fight. So what he's going to do is attempt to grab him by the leg and swing him down into the other cultist to try to create another cultist sandwich.
Okay. Yeah. Athletics check.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
I'm going to roll this one with disadvantage because dragon.
Yeah, for him, it's probably more like the dragon is biting him from the side and just slamming him over.
Yeah. So that's a 10. So yes, you do that.
Cool. So, like, Romulus and Valeria will see it as, like, he grabs his leg whilst he's on his statue and kind of, like, yanks him down and swings him around so that he would go flying into this other cultist.
Okay.
But obviously that cultist will see it as this dragon
Yep.
biting him and basically tossing him down onto the ground next to the puddle of the other two.
Yeah.
Quick thing though. I just realized this. Bastion, as you're moving towards the swamp, suddenly you can see yourself again.
Oh, yeah.
So mid-step, all of you are visible again.
Yeah.
Concentration spells. Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's any creatures around, they'll probably freak out as he screams and kind of falls into a nearby pond.
Revenge!
Lots of swearing. Lots of swearing. As he just sees something go near his face and he doesn't realise it's his arm.
Fair enough. Okay, please roll me an attack with an improvised weapon. So a straight strength check. Yeah, that's a 19. You will hit the cultist. For what is that? That's it's 1 plus your strength modifier, right?
Yeah, yes, so 4 in total.
While you're not making another cultist pile, this guy will take trash. You do manage to make a very distinct crunching sound as you swing this guy into this guy. I'm gonna put this guy on this side so I can actually see them next to each other. No, actually, he's gonna end up on this side.
Cool.
And let's see if we can get this guy to make a...
Oh, also, let's see.
Uh,
Where was he standing? He was standing here, right? No?
no, he was
Here.
standing there.
Okay, cool.
Technically, they're on top of each other, but that's just annoying. So this guy is now prone. Mhm.
Basically, it would be.
Okay. Yes.
I guess
Sorry,
it would be this area. That's as long as he's within that area. The illusion still works. So he would be outside of the illusion now.
Oh, so he no longer thinks I'm a dragon.
Nope.
That's disappointing.
Will he still take the damage though? Target one target. You craft an illusion. The target must be unoffensive.
Only as long.
It's in the area or within 5 feet of the phantasm.
Okay, within 5 feet of it.
Yeah, and I guess it is within 5 feet of the phantasm.
Yep.
So
if Remus is basically the phantasm, then yes, he's within 5 feet of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Romulus.
So in that case, it still works.
Yes.
Right. I am gonna try another booming blade on this guy and hope that I hit this time.
He's
That's
being
right.
very annoying and just going, nope,
He's being
nope,
extremely annoying.
nope.
Yes!
Nice. Yes, that's a hit.
Okay, so he's still cursed. So how do I go about doing this?
So what you do is that you roll roll your damage, and then you add your proficiency modifier again to. You add your proficiency modifier to it. So at level 3, it's +2.
Okay.
So that's 2 extra damage.
That's 7.
If I remember right. Let me actually double check that. Because I do believe that that's how Hexblade's curse works. You gain the ability to pay curse, blah 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 blah. Bonus action, choose creature. You gain a bonus. The bonus equals to your proficiency bonus. So yes, so that's a +2 at level 3.
Gotcha.
Okay. So 7. In one mighty hit, he goes from looking rather healthy and very smug to extremely hurt and kind of scared.
I look at him like as he's bleeding and with fear in his eyes saying, "You won't like how this ends."
Nice.
Was that another booming blade, was it?
There was another boom blade and I finally hit him.
Did you not do thunder damage on the first hit as well?
Not yet.
No, he has to move.
At level 5, it updates to doing 1d8. So, character level 5. Cantrip level 2, I guess? Because it levels up at certain levels. And we're running over time. Shit. Okay. This cultist is currently prone and extremely hurt. But he's going to stand up, and Remus, even in your rage state, you see the fanatical gleam in his eyes. Like, there's no thought in that head at all. And he's gonna grab his scimitar in both hands and try to hack at you with it. Yeah, for 22. And he
Definitely hits.
screams and just for 2 slashing damage.
Dink.
Basically.
That's just not cricket.
This guy who was just used as a baseball bat is really angrily going to... Well, he was just tossed around a lot by a man who's been making his life difficult the entire time. And... let's see... Would he do that? Or would he do this? No, he's gonna do that again. This time he's gonna try and grab Remus's... No, wait, would he do that? No, he wouldn't try to grab the bloody dragon. Brain, come on. Doesn't he also take damage on his turn? Fantastical Force. Target can use its action. No. While the target's affected, the target treats the fantastic target. For example.
Apparently, each round on your turn, the Phantasm can deal 1d6 psychic damage to the target if it is in the Phantasm's area
Yes.
or within 5 feet.
So
Yeah. So it takes 1d6 more damage, I guess.
yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, roll 1d6.
Another 4 psychic. Although I would say it's probably slashing. To match the claws.
Yeah.
Or teeth. So piercing, actually.
Yep. He's looking really bad, and he's just looking around because there's a big fuck off dragon there.
Plus there's fire everywhere as well.
Yeah, there's fire everywhere. There's a dragon there. There's he just got knocked around a bunch by said dragon. So he's gonna try to actually stab you because he's being dumb like that. And it's gonna do 2 dagger attacks. 15 and 10.
The 15 would hit. The 10 wouldn't.
For 4. So 2 piercing damage. And the blade has cooled off enough that it won't cause you fire damage. So it's basically just trying to pierce this dragon's scales. Because that's what you do when you're a rational thing.
They're cultists. They're not rational. It's fine.
I mean, true. They are. You see that burning fanaticism, which is basically the only reason why he hasn't just booked it.
Could I, with that illusion in mind, sort of make it seem like his dagger is breaking?
It would cost you your reaction. And I would need an Arcana check from you.
Alright, I'll try with my reaction. Not the additional 2.
Okay.
17.
You try to tweak the illusion, and you nearly succeed.
Okay.
He looks at it for a moment and then just shakes his head and looks at it again and just... Okay.
Yeah.
And... this guy is... caught between two really bad places. Okay, so... Ooh, actually. No, he's got... Would he know that? He wouldn't. There's a new threat on the board. Okay, could anyone please roll me or do a flip coin in chat? Heads is Valerial, tails is Romulus. Anyone can do it. Okay. So he's going to swing his blade at Romulus. Oof.
Yep, that hits.
Ouch. Sorry.
Okay, don't worry, it's only 3 damage.
Yeah, 3 slashing damage. It's just...
Okay. Oh, this is close.
Okay, so, question now. We have 2 minutes left until end of the stream. Do we want to finish this fight today, or do we want to pick it up next time?
I'm fine with finishing the battle this time, since they are probably dead soon anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they basically are. And then we can do the looting and such next time.
Works for me.
And the explanations. Yep.
Yep. How about you, Jason? Well,
I'm gonna get there, so not bothered. But I'll probably get there after the battle.
yeah, please give me
It's 5
a...
minutes away.
But there was an athletics roll here. There, yeah. After misstepping and landing in the water, you are now soaked in swamp water, not invisible anymore. And while you can hear the others, you can't see them yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so Valeriel, you're up.
I think he kind of goes shit and runs back to camp so he can get his lantern
Ah, yes.
because he cannot see.
That's true. I forgot about that. Bastion
He
cannot
goes
see.
back. So he goes back into the camp and gets his lantern so he can light the way.
Okay. That's actually smart. I forgot that. Yeah. Bastion cannot see in the dark. Yes, Valeriel, you're up.
She's just gonna kind of saunter over behind this cultist and kind of glance over to Romulus and say, "Need a hand, beautiful?" And I'm gonna use the rapier
Okay.
that he gave her, and it's gonna attack, and I assume with advantage since it's flanking.
Yep.
$13.
That hits.
Oh, yes. Thank you. I'm in pain.
So that's
So-
another 5 piercing then.
Yep. How do you want to do it?
Yes.
Basically, I just kind of walk up and just put my hand around his chest and just shove the rapier through the back, and I kind of just whisper in his ear, "Good night, doll," and just
Nice.
kind of to the side, and just flick with the rapier to get off the blood.
Okay.
You willed it well. I'm glad I gave that
he's
to you.
She's gonna just walk over and say, "I'm looking forward to that explanation, by the way."
Yeah. Let's sort the rest of this out before we have time to talk. And plus, I'm very much deaf.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Healing Word
Thank you.
on first level to heal Romulus.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Back to double digits. Thank you.
Okay. Remus. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. There you go.
Is one of these cultists still prone, or are they both still prone?
No.
So they
This-
both stood up.
This one stood up to attack you. So both of them
Cool.
are standing.
I am going to recklessly attack this time, just because I'm in that kind of mood, and I'm gonna aim it at the non-leader cultist first.
Okay.
So kind of swing over 23.
That will hit. Yes.
So that's 16 damage.
Okay.
I'm hoping it obliterates them.
It
slices
does.
them in two. So can I use the cleave mechanic then
Yep.
to carry the damage through, I think I still have to make an attack roll. But is it just a straight attack roll, or because I'm attacking recklessly, is that also with advantage?
No, with the cleave rule, it's the same attack, and both of them will hit. If I remember right, with the cleave rules, you don't need to roll again.
Oh, okay.
Let me actually double check that, because it's been a while since I looked it up.
I thought you needed to re-roll.
Yeah,
Technically, it should be with advantage because reckless attack affects all attacks.
yeah. So there. No, it's not a weapon
there's a roll.
property. Okay, D&D Beyond. I know I shouldn't be using you, but for fuck's sake, it used to be so much easier. Well, the new weapon proficiency rule is basically the old optional rule. So, if you hit a creature with a melee attack roll using this weapon, you can make a melee attack roll with the weapon against second. Okay, yeah, you have to roll again.
Okay. Oh. Fudge.
Yeah, sorry.
That's fine.
No, he sees like your the axe go through his cultist and just like nope.
I think it's probably dodging the dragon claws coming.
Yeah, yeah. It's like no.
Damn it. Okay, fine.
But yeah, this guy is very dead. Romulus. Sorry.
So, did I split him in two? Because I feel like I need to make sure I've got the correct number of cultists, considering that I combined two earlier on, and now I've split this one in half. So there's still the same individual bodies.
Yes.
that we started with.
Basically, yes.
Having fun as I go along.
Yes. Yep.
So I was just reading also the Hex-based curse. If the cursed target dies, I regain hit points equal to my warlock level plus my charisma modifier. Does that still work if I'm not the one who kills?
If it dies, it should be working anyway. If it says if it dies by your hand or if you kill it.
Yeah.
The curse ends early if the target dies. You die or you can. Until you gain a bonus. No, it says if the cursed target dies.
Nice. Okay, so what am I, level 3 plus my charisma? So that's 6. Okay, I get 6. Okay, I'm doing good. Okay, that's good. Anyway, so I've got this guy. I want to let's go for Mind Spike.
Okay. Which is a...
Oh, that's a 9. Not that's good.
Crickets. Wisdom save. Okay then. Well, funny you should ask. He had 9 hit points left.
Yes.
Nice.
But because I can't roll great on his saves, well, how do you want to do it?
Oh, the decisions. Perhaps he starts so he still starts seeing this dragon, and it's all getting so much, and his nose is bleeding, and then he starts bleeding from his eyes, and his eyes start kind of turning red as well. Blood coming from his mouth and ears, and just like the main orifices, and then he just kind of collapses.
Nice.
This man got overloaded, basically.
Yes. Well, we are out of combat because you have obliterated them, woo, or something.
Woo! We did a massacre, guys.
As
I'm
you, yep.
I'm on 8 hit points.
Well, you took on a cult and survived to tell the tale. Well, parts of a cult. As you look
Like a
around,
good explanation now.
you can get that next time, because this is where we're ending the session.